Hello everyone and welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. Today guys, we're back with the Legendary Lords Tournament. It's back online. Sorry about the delay, of course. Wasn't able to do any streaming while I was trapped in that moving hell. But today we are going to be doing two groups. So we do have, I believe it's Group H and Group N. Yeah, let me go ahead and double check here. So it's going to be, yeah, Group N and Group H. So here's the thing. One of the groups obviously has all of its replays, which is the main one you see here with Durthu, Larry, Volkmar, as well as Throt the Unclean. But the second group, a couple players forgot to save their replays. So unfortunately, there's only going to be 4 replays in that one. So we'll just kind of tack it on to the end and we'll give you guys a summary of the games that unfortunately we don't have replays for. But it should be quite a bit of fun. How you guys doing? Welcome. Samurai Warrior, hey Turin, happy to see you're back. Let us know. Hey, I'm doing all right. You know, we're getting the ball rolling once again, my friend. It's good to be back. Yeah, no dwarfs in this group. We will have a couple dwarf groups coming up soon. Thorgrim will be happening soon, and I think we've done Ungrim. I think we've done Grombrindle as well. Yeah, we've certainly had a couple. So yeah, after these two, we're going to have, how many will we have left? It looks like we'll have 5 more left. So from here on out, when I do streams for the Legendary Lords Tournament, we're going to be doing 2 groups just to get it done quicker. Yeah, so it doesn't, go too long. Welcome, welcome. Joined because of Optimus Pine. Well, I don't blame you. He's certainly a very fun lord to watch. Now, we've got some very strong players today. We have Volkmar the Grim is going to be led by none other than Talaxlan Soothsayer. Jay Phoenix on Larry. We have Dactor on Durthu. And then we have Ludwig playing the big fat rat himself. Larry with Sword of Cain? That'd be interesting. Yeah, we're starting a little bit early. I know that's very unusual. Usually we're like, 10, 15 minutes late. That's just how we roll. But anyways, guys. Yeah, it's okay though. Like honestly, it's a really easy thing to do when you're playing these games. Like both players, you just go through the menu and then you think the autosave is there. It happens, but I'm surprised it didn't happen more often. Yeah. Hey, Tamora, no worries, man. Just happy to have you here. All right, so let's go ahead and load into the first match. Let us waste no more time. No more games. Let's party. So we're going to go to the local recording here and get this show on the road. So the first match here is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right out of the gates because it's just a knockdown, drag-out fight, like immediately going fisticuffs here. So for the Wood Elves, it's going to be Dactor, and then we have Jay Phoenix here with Larry, Lariel the Radiant, and the Wood Elves going for a mass Vanguard here. It is a small map, we're on the Pillar of Bone, so a Vanguard option can work, but what I really like about Jay Phoenix's army, just right out of the gates, is actually the inclusion of the Silverin Guard, and they're so damn good against Dryads. They have relatively high armor values, and they have magic resist. So Dryads, of course, who lack AP and also do magic damage, basically are wet noodles. Like, they'll do almost 0 damage against these Silverin. It'll be a very, very brutal affair for them. Hey, Leo, thanks for the donation. It's Saturday, baby. What is Turn sipping on? I'm sipping on some Arrowhead water, man. That's what's up. That is what's up. Yeah, so this was played before the patch, these particular games, so the Skaven will still be very scary. I'm sure that's what a lot of you guys are wondering. Throt was not nerfed at this point. So yeah, just take it with a grain of salt. You guys will see how it goes. Optimus Pine. So for the forces here of the High Elves, Double Noble, or Avalorn, I should say. Silverin Guard with Spears on the flanks, Double Sister of Avalorn. Now, I think these Sisters of Avalorn are a tech against Durthu, because if you know what your opponent is going to bring in terms of their lord, you can kind of prepare against it, which I think is very, very cool for sure. So we got Double Sister in the back, we do have the Phoenix Guard, and Double Dragon Princes. Dragon Princes have always been very good. High armor, really good shock damage. They do very well against light armor. They trade super efficiently with most heavy cavalry on the Wood Elf roster. Granted, Great Stag Knights can do some good damage with their solid AP values, but with Larry healing, typically it's a pretty good exchange for those guys. Now for the forces here of the Hardwood and Dactor, he's got a Dryad front line, double Great Stag Knight, which I love, man. This guy's got some style for sure. On top of that, we got Durthu, no surprises there. It is a mandatory pick, and it looks like a Vanguard of the Wardens of Sithril. We got Wardens of Sithril here in the back, getting ready to push in, and yeah, they have, honestly, they're decent against a multitude of targets here, including Silverin plus Dragon Princes and some Glade Riders. Holy shit, let's pause for a second. Praetorian Phoenix 5, a $300 donation, man. I really hope that's not a burden on you. Thank you so much, dude. That is super goddamn generous. Let's hear a round of applause for him, man. Thanks for kicking off this stream with a bang. And Praetorian, or Praetor Phoenix, I believe is how your name is said. Thank you so much for that fat one, dude. Holy shit. Just give me a second here. I need a sip of water to recover from that one. Leo's just like I like lamp. Yeah, nice Anchorman reference. It's good stuff. Dude, Phoenix, man, thank you so much. That is super generous. And hopefully you're ready for some really good games today, including my own, because I'm playing Techless in the tournament. So in the second round of games, you guys will get to see me going in with Techless. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. That is huge, Phoenix, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. So the battle is underway here. Dryads moving into the front line. They are going to be charging into Silver and Guard, who of course do, if I'm not mistaken, have charge defense against all. So that makes them even better against Dryads, who do have a decent level charge bonus. Now on the far side, we do have Dragon Princes hammering in. Dryads really having a bad time in the initial phase of this battle. You know, the Sisters of Avalorn do also do fire damage, so that's another thing that Dryads just get wrecked by, and it seems like they're really paying a troll toll. Now, Doctor are going to be countercharging with the Great Stag Knights, but it looks like J Phoenix is able to pull back the Princes before things get too crazy. But there are going to be some Great Stag Knights getting some nice penetration into the Sister line here. You can see they push in, they get on top of the Sisters of Avalorn, they shut them down temporarily at the very least. But the Great Stag Knights really need to make sure they don't get pinned in by Dragon Princes. But this is actually really good. Taking advantage of the speed of the Wild Riders, he kind of blindsides these Dragon Princes that were going to flank the engaged Great Stag Knights here, right? So basically, these guys are going to get staggered, at which point the other Wild Riders could either collapse in the top. I mean, there's a bunch of good engagements that they can take here. Now, this is, I think, a good play here for Doctor. The Dragon Princes are staggered. Wards of Sith roll nearby. You can see J Phoenix does get a nice Star of Avalorn, which might actually keep him stable long enough to get some reinforcements, but overall, that's a tough situation. But, you know, the front's going very well, right? The two Sisters, despite being disrupted a little bit, were able to drag Durthu down to a very rough amount of HP. And look at this. Larry does actually have double Foot Noble. And the Foot Nobles, of course, are halberd characters, right? So they can counterplay against Durthu very well. And it just goes to show in this tournament, there's a whole nother kind of level of strategy in which you know what your opponent is bringing. So it's like, you're going to see builds that are a little bit different than usual meta builds, right? You probably normally wouldn't see double Foot Noble, but knowing that Durthu is here, I think that's a very, very strong piece. Now, those Dragon Princes completely dominated on the flanks by the Wood Elf forces. However, the Wood Elves were able to, the High Elves were able to do some substantial damage against Big Papa Durthu here. So Durthu is forced back. Now in the backfield, we have a very messy fight. We have the Great Stag Knights as well as some Wild Riders and a Manticore Summon trying to pin in these Dragon Princes. Larry is fighting, but the Halberds here should also be quite strong. Those Halberds do have the nice juicy anti-large. Not that you need a ton of armor piercing, but most Wood Elf, units like Dryads and things like that, and just their base infantry. I mean, I guess Eternal Guard do have good AP values, but yeah, the Phoenix Guard will be very, very tough to kill. Also on top of that, Larry getting a really beautiful overcasted Earthblood. It hits Silver and Guard, Phoenix Guard, it also hits the Sisters, and I believe it kind of tickled the pickle of those Dragon Princes. Larry looking a little bit crazy here. Is she going to go in for the bird duel? Oh, that is a bold strategy. Okay, Larry pulls back at the last second. I was going to say, that could have been a potential risky one. Like, Durthu, even in this state, might be able to get Larry down. Yeah, here comes one shot. Larry takes a huge blow right to the face. And if she stays too long, yep, slapped again by that tree. 801 HP. But still able to almost kill Larry in a couple swipes. And that does kind of bring the balance of power back a little bit. Durthu able to get some huge, huge value. But, I understand it. It's a little bit of a risk. If Larry had connected once or twice against Durthu's melee defense, it could have been a very different picture. So now the Nobles are waddling. Nobles do have 36 speed against 35 of Durthu, so they should be able to eventually catch that character there. And the Sisters are ripping guard mode shots here into Durthu. He's at about 400 HP, certainly riding in the danger zones. Kenny Loggins all up in this hoe. Kenny Loggins is the guy who sings the danger zone, in case you're wondering here. But Great Stag Knights moving in. Going to be quite curious to see their value. They do get into the Sisters once again. Their mobility has been pretty good this game, and I think there's still two functional Great Stag Knights on the battlefield. Let's see here. So we have Wild Riders, we have Glade Riders here, but it's going to be tricky, man. Those Halberds, I'm looking around, like Halberds and the amount of Silver and Guard and Spears, and just like we kind of talked about in the early game, just the Silver and Guard and the Spears have just been super strong. Like, there's nothing on this Wood Elf roster that's really good against them. Durthu can certainly cut through their armor and their melee defense, but overall, that spear wall of the High Elves has been amazing this game. Right here, we got some Dragon Princes battling the Glade Riders. Glade Riders, despite the low numbers of Princes, might still be able to pull that one out. We will see. And also something else that's really affecting the balance of power is the double Noble on foot. Even though they're not, anti-infantry machines and good at clearing these crowds of units, they're still going to be tough to deal with, right? Especially with Larry's Earthbloods and another super solid Earthblood here on the Spearmen as they hold back the Great Stag Knights. That's a really cool kind of contrast there. Look how big that Great Stag is compared to, like, the Wild Rider. But, yeah, the High Elf Spears will have no problem dealing with that. Plus, Larry is here. Durthu's pretty much out of the picture. She's still a great eagle that causes fear, so there's a multitude of factors going towards the High Elves at this point. And it looks like, people say High Elves never win. But here in this case, it looks like that is going to be game one going to Larry and Avalorn against Durthu. Durthu certainly tried his best, but we'll see how this unfolds. Yeah, hey guys, thanks for joining. Despite Larry's attempted duel with Durthu, the victory appears to be imminent. The Wood Elves pretty much just have Dryads, and it looks like Durthu got taken out. Yeah, Durthu just got shattered completely by this mighty noble. This guy's going to go back to, like, freaking Avalorn and be, like, all stoked on himself. He's like, yeah, I took down Durthu, man. I'm back here. That is it. Army losses kicking in. Game 1 in the Legendary Lords Tournament group going to RTK J Phoenix, Larry, and the Double Foot Noble. It was pretty cool to see sisters too. But I think that's just tech for like Durthu, right? Let's see. The Sign of the Beast, man. 666. 1400. Dragon Princes, you know, honestly, Dactyr did a really good job against the Dragon Princes. As a matter of fact, Dactyr did really win the mobile game, you can see here. 1500 and 1400, really good value on those Great Stag Knights, or at least, you know, close to paying for themselves. Certainly outdid the Dragon Princes, but what the Wood Elf army couldn't deal with was the amount of Silver and Guard, the Phoenix Guard, you know, the foot characters, and all that sort of good stuff. But well played. Durthu got about 1500 value. Dryads just wet noodled it, didn't get too much. Man, look at the value on these Wild Riders too. 1300 and 1000. Like Dactyr got some really amazing value across the board, but still, J Phoenix's you know, Spear Wall and the Nobles and the sniping on Durthu in the beginning was enough to win that game. Yeah, that's it. GG. Optimus being turned into firewood. Well, you know, that's just game 1. So currently in this group, Larry is up 1. Dactyr and Durthu are 0-1 at the moment, but of course both players, you pretty much just have to win 2 to advance. So Durthu's in a position where he'll need to win both of his games to, you know, to potentially advance. So Silver and Guard plus sisters, yeah, it was pretty cool. I think if this hadn't been the Legendary Lords tournament, I think we probably would not have seen. We probably would have seen basic archers instead of sisters, and we probably would not have seen the foot nobles. Yeah, because the sisters, you know, if you're expecting like Way Watchers can do really well, even basic Glade Guard, Starfire, like Glade Guard can just trade efficiently with them. So, but it was very much attack against Durthu, which I think is really smart. It's you know, it's a factor in this tournament. So let's go ahead and load back in here. All right, and we'll prepare the next game. And once again, Phoenix 5, thank you so much for that huge donation, man. I can't thank you enough. That is super generous. Yeah, opposite side of the Isengard, Treant battle. That's funny. Yeah, a lot of good games for you guys today. So let's go ahead and close this one out. I'm trying to make sure I delete the proper one. Don't actually accidentally delete one that we have yet to cast. Looking good. So next up, we want to get our other 2 lords. We are going to be getting Soothsayer on Volkmar the Grim facing off against Ludwig and Clan Mulder. Pretty fun. Yeah, I feel like Volkmar should have his own sub-faction. I think that'd be kind of cool. You know, like some sort of like fanatical faction. I think that'd be really neat. I don't really know the lore too well on him, but, you know, I think it'd be neat. Yes, guys. It's going well. Loopy, how you doing? Hope all is well with you, man. We're just going forward. Getting ready to party. Well, this one's going to be starting very quickly. So a lot of the players seem to prefer the Pillar of Bone. The other maps are pretty good too. We had like Oakenhammer, and I guess a lot of people don't like Altdorf Outskirts, but I actually like Altdorf Outskirts if I know I'm playing against a ranged faction that relies on missiles. You can really get a lot of disruption, but obviously players can pick and ban and do that with the maps and whatnot. So, all right, let's load in. Let's get this party started. Glacy, thank you. Welcome. Appreciate you joining as a member, and welcome to the Dukes of Haggard. He is the Sigmar Pope. Yeah, basically. I mean, he's the Battle Pope, man. He is the Battle Pope. So here we are in the battle. If we look at the forces here of Talaxlan Soothsayer, one of the most decorated tournament players of all time in Total War Warhammer in general. I don't know. Did Soothsayer play before that? Was he like a competitive player in like the previous historical titles? I feel like he would probably have a background in that as well. Hey, Glacy, thanks again, and welcome to the Dukes of Haggard. So basically, it's going to be state troopers in the front. You know, it's almost always Skaven slaves, right? You don't need or want to bring good infantry quality against the Skaven mortars. You know, Globadiers, they just wreck your day. So we got swordsmen to the back, double Knights of the Blazing Sun, and backed up by some huntsmen, and we got Pistoliers and Empire Knights. So yeah, it's going to be 4 and 4. Or no, yeah, 4 Knights in total. 2 Knights of the Blazing Sun and 2 Empire Knights. I really love Knights of the Blazing Sun against Clan Mulder especially. Those bad boys are exceptional at just like running down Rat Ogres and Brood Horrors. And there, a lot of the Skaven stuff there, like, you know, Hellpit Abominations, they're all weak to fire, right? So getting that fire damage from the Knights of the Blazing Sun is really nice. On top of that, they do also have magic resist. So if you're facing off against a multitude of Skaven, Treachery, Libra Bubonicus, Rod of Corruption, Plague Breath, Poison Wind Mortars, Globadiers, they all do magic damage. So that all helps with Knights of the Blazing Sun. They're very, very good in this matchup. I think he played Shogun too. Yeah, I would imagine he's got a background in some serious competitive Total War. Yeah, we got, okay, how many Empire Knights do we have? Yeah, no, 4 Empire Knights in total with 2 Knights of the Blazing Sun. Holy shit, that is a Rohirrim build to say the least. Now for Ludwig going to be coming in, challenging the Dark Lord with his Skaven Slave Clan Rat front line for the most part. He's got a Chieftain on a Bonebreaker, Throt the Unclean. It's got Poison Wind Mortars, a very strong choice as always, a single Jezzail to help deal with the Empire Heavy Cavalry, and it looks like we do have some Rat Ogres as well as the ROR ones and some Wolf Rats on the back. So yeah, pretty standard there. A defensive Skaven formation. They're really just going to have a lot of heavy cavalry to deal with, and I like that Soothsayer is kind of hiding up behind this Cairn right here. He's just kind of chilling and, able to mitigate most of the incoming fire from the Jezzails until his frontline engagement is here. So the first Huntsman shoot again, going after the Rat Ogres, a very, very good target. A little bit unfortunate here. Well, I guess it didn't hit both of them, but man, oh man, Mortars are such a strong unit. They pretty much already eviscerated these guys, and now those Swordsmen are going to be moving in. They'll probably be able to defeat those guys, and the Empire Knights of Sigmar are going to be running into some of the Skaven slaves as well. Soothsayer should be able to pull those guys back relatively quickly before things get messy, or maybe he'll just stay and try and finish them off. Now, this is a really big engagement here. We have Empire Knights pushing in from the front, and it looks like Soothsayer is going to be coming in with a flank from the side, using the Knights of the Blazing Sun, Shield of Faith. This is really, really bad for the Skaven. This is an absolute nightmare. Soulfire Bombardment's going to nuke them. There's Terror Routes going down, though there is Creature Killer. Throt has committed quite a bit. Rat Ogres, Pit Fighters with Helm's Deep. We have the Wolf Rats, and we do also have Clan Rats, right? So suddenly what's going to happen now is that these Knights are going to come around the back here and here, and they're just going to hammer in, and this entire Skaven leadership pocket is probably going to be flipped upside down and put in the trash can, which will immediately lead to the Skaven battle line here just being bunker busted. Against Empire rushes like this, you typically want to just like layer things in, so set like 1 or 2 units at a time, unless you really think you can win the engagement, which of course, it might seem that way, but man oh man, Throt the Unclean is, he's in some trouble. He is in some serious trouble here. He's a little bit trapped up by his own Clan Rats. Mortars are getting some downtown fire. Soothsayer continuing to press in. His 2 Empire Knights have gotten into the back line. Wolf Rats are in a little bit of trouble, and it looks like perhaps a Burning Head going down here. Yeah, Burning Head on the Clan Rats. Pretty nice. Might open up those Spearmen. But the Knights of the Blazing Sun are coming around the flanks. There's no more Rat Ogres. There's no more fast mass to really stop them. And with proper micro, Soothsayer should be able to get back here and just go balls deep and finish off these Empire Knights and live long and prosper. Now, Skaven do have a bit of a rally going on here. They have some Rat Ogres coming in, and Throt was able to get away. Although Volkmar the Grim actually does a surprising amount of damage against Throt because of the fire, so you get a 22% modifier to his 265 weapon strength, which isn't insignificant, right? That's like an extra 40 weapon strength, give or take, or 40 or 50, somewhere in that ballpark. So here in the backfield, though, Mortars are taken offline. And as soon as the Mortars get hit, you can see that really is going to be the main variable that does ebb the Bounce of Power. Another huge Erect Banishment going down, although it does take down some of the State Troopers as well, but it probably will break the last of these Skaven Spears and Clan Rats and other forces here, which is going to be the Bane backbreak, as they say. So Balance of Power, very, very Empire favored at this point. We do have the Chieftain, we do have Throt, a couple summons. Jezzails are still online, but there are Pistoliers back here. There's Empire Knights waiting to collapse from the other side. I just don't see these Jezzails being online for much longer. There is no way in hell Soothsayer is going to be letting these Mortars and other units come back and be functional. And yeah, for anyone who's asking, these battles did take place like a month ago, so they are from the previous patch, so they do not have the Skaven nerfs. So the Skaven are still just as strong as they were pre-patch. Granted, I think even with the nerfs, just a little bit of a time to discuss that point, I do think that Skaven are going to be incredibly strong in top tier. I don't think they're going to be in bad shape. David Berber, the horse on Volkmar's chariot. That fight should be called Volkmane the Grim. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so Karl Franz's horse is Deathhoof. That's established. Volkmar's horse is Deathmane the Grim. Or Volkmane the Grim. Oh, dude, I love that. David, that's really good. I'm going to try and remember that. I'll do my best. Now, good play here by Ludwig. He's able to get the Chieftain. Chieftain is essentially a counter against Volkmar. It's, relatively armored, has good mass, good AP, can chase down Volkmar and keep up with him. But I think Soothsayer has dominated too many aspects of the engagements, and now Knights of the Blazing Sun are going to come in and they'll be able to work down, Throt here. Throt's armor, I think, is like, yeah, it's like in the 40s or something, so he won't do terribly well there. And I think Volkmar the Grim popping the Grand Hammer of Sigmar, putting the Knights of the Blazing Sun up to 60 melee attack. That is certainly no joke. And the Spearmen, as well as the Empire Knights, are now moving in, and that is going to be some grim tidings. Pistoliers from the back, Bright Wizard coming in, and this is the end for the Skaven, as the Sons of Sigmar surround them and lance them into the Shadow Realm, perhaps Age of Sigmar. Although Skaven still do exist there, so it's not really the worst situation in the world. GG, well played. There you have it. Volkmane the Grim. That's a great one. David, appreciate that. Thank you for your donation and also that glorious suggestion. Yeah, the only nerf to Skaven was Brood Horrors. I like Grimhoof too. Grimhoof is very strong. Yeah. All right, so if we looking around, Volkmar, an absolute linebacker as usual, 2,700. Knights of the Blazing Sun, 2,800. The Empire Knights are more like roadblocks, but this one United of the Blazing Sun just went apeshit and just really caused so much disruption. For the Skaven army, honestly, the Skaven army was fine. I think this army could have won this fight. I think that first big engagement was pretty catastrophic, to say the least, right? Like, the Skaven committed, half their army in terms of value to a losing engagement, and they just got steamrolled after that. And that really was the deciding factor in my opinion. So, all right, guys, that is it. So currently, the two players or lords who are up in this group stage, Volkmar the Grim and Larry, are both currently 1-0, whereas Throt the Unclean and your boy Adurthu are currently 0-1. So we'll see who can kind of claw their way back here as we progress through this particular tournament. Yeah, we can use both names. He's got two horses in the front, so we can have Grimhoof, and we can have, of course, a suggestion from David of Volkmane. That's really good. Volkmare the Grim. Oh, Volkmare the Grim! Holy shit, Jean! Volkmare the Grim. Oh, that's so good. Dude, you guys are killing me with these names here. I don't know how I can choose. I do not know how I can choose. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and go here. Pop that bad boy up, and we can get ready for the next one. When's the next Total War Warhammer 3 faction prediction? Soon, yeah. I have the video recorded. Lady Turin just needs to do the graphics for me, and she hasn't gotten her computer set up yet. We just moved back into this place. So, relatively soon, hopefully. Relatively soon. Any reason why you barely see Doom Wheels? Doom Wheels are okay. They're not, like, amazing, you know? I don't know. Skaven just like have better things, right? Like mortars and like all that sort of good stuff. That just seems like a stronger option all around. All right, so which one did we do? We did that, which is great. So now we can do Skaven versus Wood Elves. This should be fun. All right, let's do it to it. So this is certainly a do or die for both players here, right? We have Dactyr. No, you know, yeah, because that's a, we can save that one. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to decide which replay to do next. Volkmar's altar is pulled by two horses. I know, but I've seen like 4 or 5 good names here. Volkmare. Yeah, Volkmare is really strong. That's a very, very strong one. That's a keeper right there. All right. So next we can do the Skaven versus the High Elves here. That should be good. No. What else since Clan Molder? You guys are just going on about this. I love it, man. You know, honestly, I don't think the Skaven nerfs are a problem, Victor. I think it's totally fine. You know, they're going to be still one of the most powerful factions in the game. So don't stress it. Like, they're in good shape. You might see a little bit less throughout the Unclean, but you know, it's good. It encourages diversity in terms of like Lord picks, and I think it's good. That Alariel pick is really cool, yeah. iPone Kyle. Hey, Turin. Love the content. Been watching you since the start of 2017. Holy shit, man. That's a long time ago. I think I was living in Poland back then with my wife. Who do you have winning tonight? Holland or Brunson? Probably Kevin Holland, yeah. Would be my 2 cents. He's been on a tear for sure. But I mean, Brunson's one of those guys that everyone underestimates too, though, and he can pull off crazy wins. But you know, that's the thing, and I don't know. Yeah, Kevin Holland's pretty, like when he fought Jacare and just like KO'd him from the ground, that was pretty insane. That was pretty insane for sure. All right. So next up, guys, we're going to do the Wood Elves versus Skaven. So this is a pretty big do or die situation for these two bad boys. Basically, the Wood Elves lost their first match to the High Elves and the Skaven to the Empire. So whoever loses this is more or less eliminated, right? So that's going to be a pretty big one for both these players. We'll see if they go forward and how they do. Larry's ready to go. I actually really like the more grimdark art style that picture has. Yeah, I think it's very cool. Once again, guys, no surprises. We are in the dreaded Pillar of Bone. Prepare yourselves. Dark Elves. Yeah, I've been playing Dark Elves since Rakarth came out. I've been having fun, actually. You know, I didn't like playing them for the longest time, but you know, they can do some work for sure. Hank, it's just some art I found. All right, so we got Dryads in the front here for the forces of the Wood Elves. And Durthu does also have Vanguard. So Durthu is, you know, occasionally when I play against Skaven, I do actually use Durthu as a standard pick. So I think he'll be okay here. Nice little Vanguard. In the back, we got Sisters of Thorn and Wild Riders and Dryads. And in the back as well, we have Double Glade Riders. So this is, you know, pretty standard stuff, right? Just like a mass Wood Elf Vanguard. Just get in there, swarm the Skaven. Get in there before the weapons teams can generate value and, you know, do your thing. That's it. And now for the Skaven forces of Ludwig, he does have Throt the Unclean, a chieftain, a very similar build to before. Double Warplock Jezzail, Clan Rats and Wolf Rats and Rat Ogres in the back. So yeah, it's basically double Jezzail, Plague Priest, a little bit of a monster goon squad here, but that appears to be it. So prepare yourselves, guys. The time is now. Here's your boy Dirthu getting focused down pretty bad here. Yeah, he's really getting the business from those Jezzails. But, you know, at least it's not that much distance. Pillar Bone is pretty forgiving in that respect. So, looks like he's trying to juke him. In the back here, Dactyr, in the meantime, getting his Glade Riders and looking like he wants to try and penetrate in there. But he does charge the Wolf Rats, but the Skaven will probably have a better time with this engagement considering the Ogres are nearby. However, on this side, there are no Ogres. Oh, look at that. Beautiful play by Dactyr. So, he distracts the Wolf Rats and Spears back here, and then he grabs his Sisters of Thorn, and he comes up and through the front line and gets onto the Warplock Jezzails. That's a really, really nice play there. But again, there is going to be Skaven follow-up, right? They're going to be jumping in and with the Spears and Ogres, so he really needs to make sure to try and finish those guys off. Now, back in the front, Dirthu is being 2v1 pretty hard. He does have Shield of Thorns, which will give him some physical resist. And also the Manticore summon is very huge here. Ooh, and Wild Riders coming in. So if he's able to break any of these rats, he could potentially chase them off the battlefield, which is huge. And it looks like Optimus Pine is actually getting a good trade here. The Chieftain, despite having Creature Killer and, you know, the ITP is going to be getting broken. And with proper micro, Dactyr should be able to chase down that character right there. Now in the backfield, you can see Wild Riders still causing quite a bit of disruption. One Jezzail unit is offline. The other one appears to be offline as well. So the Wood Elves really are pulling ahead here quite rapidly in this battle as the Wild Riders now moving to the Skaven Slaves and those other units. And they're doing their business, man. They're doing their business. Dirthu is just going full Optimus Pine, chopping down some of them Plague Monks. But obviously he's going to want to get back here. But yeah, Dirthu, he distracted those two important Skaven characters. But it's buying time for the rest of the Wood Elf army to really just cause a massive amount of chaos. And the Dryads are all in pretty good shape, honestly. 65, 55 Dryads right here. We have the Race of the Frozen Heart with 48. And I don't know if the Skaven, like looking at this Skaven army before the battle, something that kind of occurs to me in hindsight is the fact that the Skaven army didn't really have any anti-infantry tools, right? You had the Chieftain, you had, you know, double Jezzail and some Ogres. Ogres can functionally do okay against infantry, but it didn't really seem to have any way to deal with the infantry. And on top of that, the cavalry seemed to overwhelm them pretty hard. But now we have the Duel of Duels as Big Papa Dirthu. He's got his Optimus Pine sword going in there, fighting Throt the Unclean, who is remoldered right now. 8 leadership and melee attack, pretty nice. And it looks like the Rat Ogre summon coming in, maybe a little bit late on that. Perhaps the Rat Ogre summon should have been used earlier on top of Dirthu when he had the 2v1 engagement for a good 30 seconds or so. That might have allowed him to actually kill Dirthu, which could have given the Skaven a much better chance of maybe coming back here in this game. But here the Plague Priest is offline. Dactyr doing an excellent job of chasing down all these Skaven elements. These Skaven slaves and other forces are getting routed pretty hard. And Throt the Unclean has paid the ultimate troll toll, and I think he's going to be out of the fight. He's wavering, he's at 9 leadership. You know, he doesn't have the best leadership as far as lords go anyways, but that's just kind of a Skaven thing. Although, as far as Skaven characters, I wonder who has the best leadership. Yeah, army losses. So, that pretty much spells doom for Throt the Unclean. Throt the Unclean is 0-2. However, he does have the opportunity to drag someone down to the Hell Pits with him. On that same note, Dactyr is now 1-1, so depending on how he does against Laxalon Soothsayer will more or less dictate whether or not he advances. So, and then, of course, we have Jay Phoenix, who's 1-0 right now, so we have a couple other matches to kind of pump through here. So, GG, well played. As far as value accrued, Dirthu did okay, 1,600. Dryads, you know, didn't get a ton of value, but they were all still there in the end. The Cavalry, 1,500, 700, you know, just good stuff across the board, really. Yeah, look at that. Jezzail's on that small map, it's kind of tricky. Globadiers might have been better, and then just like rely on Throt plus, like you have plenty of anti-large here with Throt plus the Chieftain. Maybe you just like switch these for some Globadiers. But also Dactyr just had really good cavalry micro and got into the Skaven army. Maybe the Skaven army should have been a little bit tighter. Yeah, Throt probably does have some of the better leadership. Yeah, I would imagine so. I would imagine so. Yeah, we'll double check that at some point. All right. So now we go back here while we load into the next match. Thanks again for joining today, guys. It's been a fun stream so far. How far? Man, we've only been streaming for 34 minutes. We're getting in on this one. Today we are doing 2 groups. So we'll have this group and then we'll have another group after it. The other group, unfortunately, only has 4 replays because some players forgot to save their replays. I'm looking at you, Falcon, if you're watching. But, you know, it's all good. It's all good, man. I forgive you. So let's go ahead and shut this one down. So we just did Wood Elves versus Skaven. Going to the next one. All right. Looking good. So now we are going to see if the Skaven can cause some disruption against Avalorn. So it's going to be the Skaven, led by Ludwig, facing off against RTK, Jay Phoenix on Avalorn. Queek and Deathmaster are tied at 70. Wouldn't Skrull have higher? Yeah, I feel like he would because of his frenzy or something. Yeah, something to consider. Yeah, Snickich, I mean, yeah, I can see him having high leadership. Yeah, I don't know. Skaven characters in general aren't known for that. Yeah, this group is like, when I was trying to balance the tournament, I was like, all right, let's get all the really powerful lords and put them in a group together so they don't like have lopsided engagements versus crappy lords. That was kind of like the school of thought. Yeah, pretty funny stuff. Okay, let's do it. Yet again, the dreaded Pillar of Bone is upon us. Players love this one. 2 groups, I know. We're spoiled today. Don't worry, I have all my replays from Techless. And then we have a replay of Aaron Essa versus Tic-Tac-Toe, I think. Yeah. And that's it. So here we are, guys. The forces of Avalorn are led by RTK J Phoenix. Ooh, look at this. Double Sun Dragon. So one Sun Dragon is going to be rode by a Mage of Fire. The other one is a basic Sun Dragon. And here we have a Spear line. Pretty standard against Skaven. Spearmen do fine. Rangers work too. We have, how many archers do we have? We have 4 archers. We have an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower in the back. We have a Mage of Light as well. Wow. Okay, so hold on. We have Larry with Earthblood and Star of Avalorn. We have a Mage of Fire with Burning Head and Fireball. And then we have a Mage of Light with Net of Amnitok. This is a super wild build in terms of Winds of Magic. I mean, we do have the items for the Winds of Magic on both the Mage as well as the Mage on foot here. So perhaps that will allow them to really afford to cast all those spells. Now, on top of that, we got archers into the sunset, so basic archers. And archer spam has been pretty good against Skaven, but you got to watch out for mortars. If they go like 2 mortars, man, you can really just get wrecked super hard. How many groups are left to cast? Well, after today, it should be 4 or 5. Yeah, I think there's 10 up on YouTube right now, and these will be 12, and then we'll have 5 more to cast, which I'll be doing like all throughout the week. I'm going to get them done pretty quick, so yeah. Rakarth is going to be joining the tournament, so he's going to be coming in the next round. So I'll find a Dark Elf player who was eliminated in the previous round, and then I'll just let them play Rakarth. Yeah. So that's that. So now for the Skaven, we got Clan Rats. We do have Skaven Slaves. We do have Poison Wind Mortars, Double Jezzail to deal with the dragons, as well as princes and other big targets. Throughout the Unclean, no surprises. Man, and yeah, Ludwig really likes his Chieftain. Every single game we've seen him play, he brings the Chieftain. Look at this. Plague Monk Sensor Bearers are in the back. The Blight Scab's Plague Pack. Maybe that's like a tech against Rush. Really interesting choice here, because they're very weak against archers and breath attacks and burning heads, and a lot of things that High Elves will often bring in this matchup. So I feel like that's a little bit of a risky affair. So here we go. Yeah, and the next round of this tournament will be played on the what's it called? On the updated patch, of course. So should be good. Also, not this weekend, but the following weekend, we're going to have probably a faction war. Most likely tomorrow, we will be having an ECL. It's going to be a short notice sign up, but there's going to be all sorts of stuff going on, guys. We're back in business. No more games. So Skaven Jezzails are shooting into the Mage of Fire. Certainly a pretty painful situation. Larry can, of course, provide healing, but both these dragons could potentially do some huge work. But nonetheless, at the moment, they're sitting relatively idle. And now you can see that dragon over there is going to be getting healed and will be preparing to engage. Spearmen holding here, doing their job, holding back the Skaven Slaves, but the Skaven weapons teams are really, really doing huge work. On top of that, the Poison Wind Mortar team has already finished off an archer, or at least broken them to the point of, not an overturn, but, certainly some devastating damage to say the least. Now, the other archer is going to be getting pounded, and man, oh man. Just imagine if the Skaven had cut the Plague Pack here and brought like a second mortar. This would just be the devastation of this backline. Would have been very, very nasty for sure. But those Jezzails, man, they're going after Larry. Larry's in some trouble. She is on her horse, so she can kind of juke these shots, but she just used the Earthblood on the dragon, right? So she's a very, very vulnerable target. On top of that, I think the 2 dragons up here in the sky certainly need to get engaged. Ooh, no. Oh, look at that combo! So the net breath combo, very cool from the Mage of Fire. So a net double breath on Throt brings him down pretty low. And now the Mages of Fire, who of course do fire damage, are going to engage, but really nice play there by Ludwig. He's able to drop the Rat Ogre Summon on top of the Mage, which will trap it. Oh, and Creature Killer as well. So suddenly Throt has Rat Ogres and just a ton of anti-large here. And there's a very, very good Star of Avalorn as well. But Larry is actually wavering on the back of the map. Skaven Infantry, of course, not doing super hot. But there are some Wolf Rats that could perhaps sneak through. Ooh, this would be a really nice play if Ludwig can get them through. Although a little bit of an awkward angle here to try and get in. If he had gone around, he might have been able to really get some massive value. But one of the Mages of Fire is trapped here, and that is, that's a no small loss for sure. We'll see if Throt's going to let it get away. Throt, of course, with 95 speed. Ooh, it's wavering. It's a small map, too. If it breaks, it could potentially run off, but it looks like it is able to get enough separation. That's very nice. Now, what needs to happen here for J Phoenix is most likely just gather up your dragons and Larry, get a big Star of Avalorn, and just continue your gooning attempts, right? Because currently the High Elf army, it's really dependent on the double dragons, right? They're really the big epicenter of the army. The archers have been shut down by the mortars and just backline pressure from Rat Ogres and things like that. Nice little breath attack once again on Throt, proving to be a very valid tactic here, but it seems like the Skaven are kind of pulling ahead in this one as they're just starting to route into the back line. We got Wolf Rats back here. Wolf Rats can kill this caster. They can kill this bolt thrower. They can go after Larry. There's just so many things that this, 400 plus gold unit is going to be able to just disrupt here in the back line as these bolt thrower crews are taken offline. Now looking around throughout the Unclean, bouncing across the battlefield, going to be going after that Mage of Light, it looks like. The Dragon's hot on its tail. I think at this point, Jay Phoenix just has to go for such a play. It's kind of a desperation die, but Throt is very, very tough to capture. Very, very tough. And, yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough. 2 Jezzails are both online in the back. Like, they're just going to be ripping shots all day. Larry's having to hide in the trees and the bushes. Her horse has 69 speed at the moment. All right, all right. And the Wolf Rats of Poison going to be jumping in there. And, yeah, Larry's going to be done. That will probably be army losses in the next 30 to 40 seconds. And also on top of that, like, any remnants of spears or infantry, the Plague Pack actually, still going strong. 117 leadership. That's pretty incredible for sure. Throt, of course, does have a leadership up to nearby units, the Master Controller ability. But in this case, what do we have for the High Elves? Silver Helms in the back, couple very tattered, beleaguered archers, just too weak to do anything at this point. And looks like the Sun Dragon was able to get away, but yeah, the Mage breaks, and this is just going to be army losses. So the Skaven are on the board. So the Skaven have lost 2 and won 1. So there is a chance there could be a 3-way tie for second, and if that's the case, then what we do is we just advance. It's pretty funny. We just advance them all, but yeah, it's quite a meme. But in that case, the Skaven are currently 1 and 2, and Larry is 1 and 1. So Larry could still advance, but Larry will have to win the next game, or else they're going to be tied with the Skaven. Oh my God, we could have a 3-way tie. Oh my God, Andrew, holy shit, man, a hundy. Hey Turin, thanks for all you do and all the amazing content you create. You're very welcome. And thank you so much for that $100 donation, dude. Keeping me going strong. I'm full chub right now. Full chub, baby. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, shit, the Skaven didn't have a caster. Oh. I didn't even notice that. No caster on the Skaven. That is supremely haggard, for sure. But they still did it. Well played. I mean, it was clearly a mistake. Oh, sorry, there's like some motorcycle flying by. Yeah. No caster. Holy shit. That is, yeah. The Plague Pack was in strategic reserve. It was. I know. It just goes to show how well the Jezzails did. Andrew, man, thanks again for that fat donation. That is very generous. And glad to know you're enjoying the Legendary Lords tournament. Travis Mayer, happy to finally catch a live stream. Thanks for all the content. You guys are out of control today, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Travis Mayer. Thank you, man. I actually had a friend I went to school with when I was a kid whose name was Travis. Maybe it was spelled differently. Yeah. Back in Ojai. You don't happen to be from Ojai, are you? Dude, thank you so much, guys. Holy shit, man. No caster versus 3 casters. Guess who wins? Yeah. Yeah, 3 casters might have been a little bit too much. But, yeah, man. Jezzail's crazy value. 1,400. Look at that. Plague Pack, a whopping 200. Like, yeah, if you just cut the Plague Pack, get a Plague Caster, like, you're going to have a way better time. This was on the last patch. Yeah, this was on the last patch. Okay. Looking good. How's it going, Way? Don't worry, I'm planning on using your bingo card for the faction war that's coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. And, all right, let's get this next game going. Dudes, Andrew and Travis, thank you guys so much. I know. There's some wild times we live in. The Skaven caster's just hanging out, watching, eating some popcorn in the back. Alrighty. There we go. So we just did Skaven versus Avalorn here. The dreaded no caster Skaven build. Clearly it's unstoppable. What can man do against such reckless hate? Yeah, Wookiee's behind me right now. He's over in the corner of the room. He has like this rat's nest. Like we bought Wookiee this really like nice bed for like old dogs. It's all like padded and nice, but we just like accidentally dropped a blanket on the floor one day, like a big padded blanket, and now he just lives on that. Yeah. Aaron Larmore! Dude, you guys, man. Jesus. Dear Lord, sweet baby Jesus. Oh my God, Aaron, thank you so much for the 100. Goddamn, I know. The Canadian buckaroos. Hey, Turin, enjoying the content? And you have been one of the reasons I've wanted to start streaming. You should, dude. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. And now, honestly, for anyone here who's interested in doing Total War streaming, so Aaron, just to kind of answer your question, is, what's it called? Yeah, right now is a pretty decent time. Obviously, we're on the heels of... So if you could, like, kind of build a foundation for when Game 3 launches, so YouTube kind of knows you're in the algorithm a little bit. But also, the Total War World Cup is going on, and you can get access to those replays. And, like, I've seen a lot of, quick battle channels spring up who are casting World Championship games, and they've been doing very well. So, yeah. Dude, Aaron, man. The stimulus money coming in. Yeah, probably. Well, maybe with the previous two, but that's some Canadian money. So, although I'm sure they have their own plan. All right, so we have a couple more games here. Let's go ahead and see how we want to do this. All right. All right. So now we have Talaxlan Soothsayer versus Dactyr. This is going to be the Empire versus Wood Elves, and let me guess, it's on Pillar of Bone. Of course it is. God, is this the only map people like to play? Don't give Turin too much money; he might retire to a tropical island. Oh man. Hey Hamza, right back at you. Thank you for the 5 Canadian. Hamza M, appreciate that donation, man. We're having a good time. All right, guys, and here we are. Oh my God. This just might as well be called Total War Warhammer Pillar of Bone. All right, so let's switch to the local recording. Here we are, my friends. And now for the forces here of the Wood Elves, a massive erect vanguard. Now, the Dryad vanguard can be pretty decent against Empire because they do outtrade swordsmen. So we got Dryads in the front. Secondary line is Glade Riders with spears, a couple Wild Riders, Sisters of Thorn. In the backfield, we do have Glade Riders as well and more Wild Riders on the flank. Me and Sooth were in Altorf outskirts, don't worry. Okay, J Phoenix, I'm glad to hear that. Because this has just been Pillar of Bone like every single game. They had 3 options. You getting flustered is the biggest reward for people donating. Oh, no, I'm just not flustered, man. Just taken aback. Thank you guys so much. I don't feel like I deserve it. But the old Bone Zone. Yes, it is the Bone Zone. We got the Glade Riders, and that is pretty much it for the Wood Elf army. Now, for Soothsayer, we got Swordsmen, State Troopers, Volkmar, Firecaster with Burning Head, I would imagine, and Flaming Sword of Ruin, Empire Knights, Knights of the Blazing Sun, and a wild Free Company Militia here on the flank. Bonehammer Pillar Battle. I know these are all great names. So the battle is underway rather quickly. The Dryads are moving forward, and here you can see that the Spearmen with Shields will be intercepting these Dryads as well, but should be getting countercharged by the Sisters of Thorn, so we'll see how that unfolds. Over here we have Empire Knights and State Troopers fighting Dryads and Wild Riders. Should be a little bit of an advantage here for the Wood Elves, considering the Shield of Thorn support. But Volkmar the Grim is rolling in, and oh, dude, a Soulfire Bombardment here is going to be so sexy. It's got to happen. Yeah, look at that. Sword of Death going down from Durthu, a little bit of work. But, oh, a big Burning Head! It does cook the Sisters as well as the Dryads. That was a thing of beauty. And Soothsayer with the masterful flanks. Grand Hammer of Sigmar coming in. Those Dryads get absolutely crushed as the Glade Riders and Dryads are going to be breaking in a hot moment right here. Now, in the backfield, Dactyr coming in with Glade Riders. Going to be jumping onto the Crossbowmen. Here it comes. Nice little charge. And the Crossbowmen of Sigmar are going to be punted pretty badly. So there they go. Those guys are down for the count. And, yeah, nice disruption. Crossbowmen, not a terribly expensive unit, so not the end of the world, but now Volkmar the Grim is trying to consolidate his front line, gathering his Empire Knights using the Hammer of Sigmar. On the far side, we do have a lot of State Troopers. We have Knights of the Blazing Sun, Swordsmen, as well as Free Company Militia, all who are relatively idle, but I'm sure we'll be getting engaged here relatively soon. Balance of power, though, is a little bit Empire favored. Most of the Dryad front lines have been kind of crumped. Sisters of Thorn are down to the can. Dryads here are also not in the best of shape. And Volkmar is coming back here pretty balls deep with his Knights of the Blazing Sun to try and shut these guys down. So we will see. Durthu, kind of womping on some of the swordsmen. Obviously he can't really keep up with Volkmar the Grim or Grimhoof or any of the other names that we kind of speculated on. But Durthu, he's waddling, man. He's trying to catch some of these Empire Knights. Certainly a good engagement for him. Soothsayer really has consolidated his cavalry via the Empire Knights, but it looks like the Sisters of Thorn are actually going to be taking a charge here, while the Empire Knights will countercharge them. Their armor will be very, very good against both Dryads as well as Sisters, neither of whom have good AP values. Look at this, Free Company Militia shooting downtown. Free Company Militia, I believe, have like 1 or 2 AP values, so their AP is very poor against Durthu's hard bark of 110 armor. Is certainly no joke there, but basically what Soothsayer wants to do is just ignore the very big, expensive centerpiece, kill everything else, and then just, grind Durthu out to army losses through attrition. And it looks like he's been able to really crump a lot of the army of the Wood Elves. Dactyr trying to regroup here, so he's pulling back his Dryads, trying to rally his forces, while some Pistoliers actually finish off those Glade Riders there. Certainly a pretty cost-effective trade. And the Empire Knights here might be able to finish off these Wild Riders. How many models do we have? 10 models against 16? Yeah, Empire Knights should be able to win that, no problem. So looking pretty grim for Dactyr here. Durthu is, you know, Volkmar's been moving around the battlefield. He's been running over infantry, buffing things, really providing a huge presence. Whereas, you know, Durthu's kind of spent a lot of the battle just summoning Manticores, which is good, but also just kind of fighting things like Spearmen with shields, which really isn't generating a ton of value. Although he has gotten about 1,300 value, so I guess on that note, he has done okay considering those circumstances. But the Empire regrouping its forces. Here we have some Wood Elf cavalry, the Wild Riders with shields, slamming and jamming into the back of the Knights of the Blazing Sun. And here comes the Empire Knights with a nice little pancake sandwich here in the morning. And there they go. Glade Riders with spears. Yeah, down to 13 models. And Durthu just kind of stands on the hill. He's like, come at me, bro. Let's do it, Volkmar. And, you know, I've seen Durthu actually do very well against Volkmar in a multitude of games. But in this case, I just feel like Soothsayer's army and his cavalry were so dominant that it didn't really give much of a chance for Grimhoof. Yeah, we got so many good ones. Volkmar moving in. Grand Hammer of Sigmar is active, so suddenly these Knights of the Blazing Sun rocking a rock-hard 65 melee attack. The fire damage will give them a 22% boon against Durthu here, who is now to army losses. That is going to be all she wrote for the Prodigal Tree. There you go. That'll do. No, Sooth is not... No mercy from Soothsayer today. He's also on a very powerful lord. Alright, guys. So, Volkmar, 2,000 value. Probably in his Knights, though. Yeah, Empire Knights did okay. Knights of the Blazing Sun, 1,400, 1,200. Crossbowmen got shut down. But yeah, it was Volkmar and the Knights, really. Durthu got up to 16, but yeah, Dryads really rough engagements for them across the board. The Empire Shot Cavalry really able to mangle their low armor and weakness to fire. Sisters of Thorn also really struggled to find good engagements, but it was a well-played game. You know, Soothsayer's a tough opponent. Well-played to Dactyr, man. It was a fierce scrap. So now, looking at the group, guys, let's go ahead and look at our last game here so I can remember the scores. All right. So here's the thing. Dactyr is 1-2. Throt is 1-2. And Jay Phoenix right now is 1-1 against Soothsayer. So here's the thing. If Jay Phoenix wins this, Soothsayer and Jay Phoenix advance. If Jay Phoenix loses this, then it's a three-way tie for second place, which means all four players will be advancing to the next round. However, the players who are tied will get worse seeds. So the players who got first place or advanced in a natural state will get a free round, basically. Whereas the players will have to go... The players who advance with three-way ties have to go to like a sudden death, like basically fight their way up the loser's bracket, essentially. So we do have some circumstances going there. Andrew, thanks not only for the fat erect donation, but also for the glorious membership. I do appreciate that. So thank you so much. Soothsayer defeating everyone to make sure they all get to the next phase. Yeah. That's pretty funny. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and do it. We're loading in. Will Jay Phoenix... So if Jay Phoenix, though, if Jay Phoenix throws this, then... which, of course, they're not going to. Everyone else would advance, too. Did you see Draka got nerfed last patch? She has calmed down and won't scream as much on the campaign map. Oh, that's really funny. Oh, my God. All right, guys. So this is it. Soothsayer against Jay Phoenix here. If Soothsayer wins this, it'll be a clean sweep of the group. But yeah, this should be fun. I'm excited for this. Hey, and again, welcome to the Dukes of Haggard, Andrew. Really appreciate it. In wrestling, we used to call it the rat tail in the bracket. Oh, that's pretty funny. I've never heard that before. I didn't do wrestling. Yeah, we didn't have a program at my high school, although I should have. My dad was a really high-level wrestler in New York growing up, and also my uncle, my mom's brother, was like a state champion here in California. I should have done it. Yeah, we just didn't have a program. We didn't have a program. Wei says, I've never followed the bracket. You really need to use a website or flowchart to visualize the bracket aside from just describing it. Yeah, I hear you. Well, the problem is if I show you the website, it spoils the results. So maybe I'll just have to make like a custom thing. Yeah. All right, guys. Here it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at the party. For the Sons of Sigmar, we got Spearmen, we got Flagellants, State Troopers, some Unbreakable units with the Flagellants and the Sigmar Sons. Volkmar the Grim, no surprise there. The dreaded Sunmaker, Soothsayer coming in with some awesome artillery. And if you are going to be bringing an artillery piece on this map, the Sunmaker's can shoot over the trees, right? So it's not going to be obstructed like a cannon or a Hellblaster volley gun or anything like that. So I think that's quite cool. Over here we got Demogryph Knights. It looks like it's going to be triple Lance Demi. That's kind of cool because Lance Demis trade well with Dragon Princes because of their armor. They are better against the infantry. And, you know, a little bit less efficient against the big monsters, but it's not like they do badly there, right? So we'll see. We will see. And now if we look on the flanks, we do have the Empire Knights, and that's it. So, yeah, triple Demi with Lance, Hellstorm Rocket Battery, a Jade Wizard. If you're going to be bringing triple Demi, you have to have healing. And now for the glorious Jay Phoenix, the High Elf Champion, coming in with Larry on the bird, a Star Dragon as well. We do have a bunch of Dryads backed up by some Spearmen on the flanks, and here in the forest we have Illyrian Reavers, which I kind of like. You could just kind of skirmish with them, shoot at the Flagellants, the unarmored units, the Pistoliers. You can shoot the artillery crews if they're not defending them. It gives quite a bit. Oh, dude, if I got to do UFC commentary, that would be like a dream come true. Yeah, I would love to do that. I know MMA pretty well, too. I know most of the fighters' histories, and, you know, I'm pretty familiar with, like, jiu-jitsu and classical striking and all that kind of good stuff. So I would love to do, like, mixed martial arts commentary. That would be a dream come true. Anyways, we got Dragon Princes here in the backfield, and that is it. Let us go ahead and wait no longer and see how this group will resolve. Will this be the first group that has a dreaded three-way tie? If it does, well, they'll all advance, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. What I might actually do, too, I'll decide once I finish, is have the players who got, like, these three-way ties, just have them, like, have sudden death bouts against people in other groups, and that will determine who advances, etc., etc. So, yes. Yes, yes. You say you could have full bracket, but fill it with who advances as the matches get streamed. Yeah, for sure. That would be a good idea, for sure. Notes for next time. Notes for next time, my friend. So the High Elves looking to get a big breath attack downtown here, breathing into the Demis. Demis are able to partially dodge it. They take a little bit. No, they took like almost no damage. Pretty good dodge there by Soothsayer. And the Hellstorm Rocket Battery appears to be shooting into the Spearmen here. I think imagine it would be shooting into the Dryads and whatnot because they're weak to fire and a little bit more spread out, which helps the random nature of the Hellstorms. Now the Hellstorms are shooting into the advancing Spearmen here in the back, and looks like the battle is going to be upon us as the Dryads do get a nice charge into the State Troopers, who didn't get the counter charge off. Not that it matters too much. Their charge bonus is actually relatively poor, so we will see. Up on the hill here, we have Demis with Lances getting ready to squash into these infantry. That's going to be pretty punishing for sure, although it looks like the attack order got a little bit screwed up there, so that's a nice one there for Jay Phoenix, as those Demis are forced back, and you know, the cycle charging hasn't been too punishing. Now, I think Soothsayer at this point realizes maybe that his backfield's open. Oh, this is going to be a nice catch here for Jay Phoenix, shutting down a very expensive Hellstorm, which has used most of its ammo, but that's still nice. That's like 4 or 5 volleys that you're not going to be eating in the face. In front, Volkmar the Grim able to break off some spears using a Soulfire bombardment as well. I would imagine the Hammer of Sigmar and other goodies are going to be going down, although that Soulfire looks like it was a little bit off-center and didn't quite get into the juicy part of that lollipop there. Dragon Princes versus Demis. However, the Dragon Princes do not stand alone as a massive erect Star Dragon charge comes in, but so does Volkmar, and Shield of Faith, Hammer of Sigmar, Overcasted Earthblood, baby. That is so much value there on those Demis, and you can see they're really starting to outtrade, and oh, the Star Dragon Breath Attack can be so good from Jay Phoenix right here, though. Like, look how tightly packed these Demis are. Are we going to be seeing it? You know what? The Breath Attack might still be on cooldown from before. Oh, dude, yeah. Talk dirty. Here it comes. Big Breath Attack going in. Oh, but it didn't quite connect. It was unfortunate because it looked like a good angle, but really it might have only gotten a couple Demis there in that front. That's a really rough situation. And now the Dragon's going to be jumping in, but the downside being is that now the Dragon Princes are gone, which means the Demis are just kind of... there's no buffering for the Dragon, right? Which is not what it wants to be doing, but... So far, it's been a really good fight. You know, in the backfield, the Illyrian Reavers have been doing some great disruption work. Probably want to get back on that Hellstorm. It looks like that's kind of the goal here for these Reavers as they kind of sweep through. Really nice split there by Jay Phoenix, sending one in and the other one the other way. That's not like an easy micro move to do. However, the Lance Demis appear to be doing very well. You can see the Earthbloods are keeping them going. Volkmar the Grim is giving them those constant buffs via the Shield of Faith and the Grand Hammer of Sigmar. So there's so much witchcraft going on here for sure for both players. Balance of power might be a little bit Empire favored. Yeah, it looks like it's ever so slightly tickling the pickle there. And the Hellstorm Rocket Battery's back online, which gives some nice burst against rallying troops, but yeah, we'll see if the Reaver Archers can get in there. It looks like the State Troopers have been able to kind of intercept them and hold them at bay, so. Over here, the battle more or less appears to have been won by Volkmar the Grim, and oh my god, is this going to be the dreaded three-way tie? The Breath Attack comes in. Yeah, unfortunately that time it doesn't really hit much either. Banishment going down from Volkmar does kind of go through some of the Spearmen there, which kind of sucks. Now the dragon, once again, maybe could get a big terror out, but I think there's Sigmar Sons in here, so there's like unbreakable troops everywhere. Volkmar, the only thing that would terror out would be the demis, but you know, that takes a lot to get those guys to like terror out and whatnot, so a little bit tricky, Nice Soulfire Bombardment. Also, guys, if you are playing Volkmar, the Soulfire Bombardment casts, it doesn't follow him, so when you click it, that's where it's going to go. So you can do drive-bys with Volkmar, right? You can move, you can cast it on the blob, and then you can move out of it, and it will go down and bombard that area. So that's why it's really, really, yeah, such a good ability. Such a damn good ability. Now, the dragon could go and try and like goon Volkmar, but Volkmar is going to take forever to kill with his full health and his regeneration and all that sort of good stuff. And the Demogryph Knight's able to clean up the Dryads. Yeah, looks like it. And I don't know what the High Elves can really do. I guess if Larry can get a big heal and the dragon can go like Super Saiyan. The Star Dragon so far, let's take a look at the accrued value. It does dive into the middle of the demis. It's gotten 1,700 value. That Star Dragon has been doing some really good work, and I really like the collapse from the Reaver Archers to give it some temporary buffering. You know, because every one of those Star Dragon breath attacks is going to be doing some big damage for sure. So, I'm sorry if there's some background noise, guys. I don't know if you can hear that, but my brother's playing some music next door. I'll have to message him and tell him to quiet it down here before we continue on. But the Star Dragon now is steady. Its friends are routing. It's funny, when you see the friends are routing, it's like, I just imagine like the Star Dragon's like, my friends are routing, my friends. But yeah, it is what it is. Volkmar getting in there, Deathmare, Volkmare the Grim, and Hoofgrim we're getting a little bit delirious now, are going after the Star Dragon, and that bad boy is going to be running for the hills as they do it. I don't know, man. Looking pretty over. Demis with lances proving to be a huge value train with the Grand Hammer of Sigmar. Not only defeating the cavalry, but also very good against the infantry. And the dragon, just despite them not being anti-large demis, they still seem to do very well. A good final death thrust here with the Star Dragon. Trying to get what damage they can with the Star of Avalorn, but the demis are going to pull back. Probably wait for some sort of a Volkmar buff and then go in and just finish the job at this point. So we can probably do a little bit of fast forwarding. Yeah, so Volkmar regrouping. Yeah, nice Earthblood there. Classic tournament play. And let your brother... Don't hear... Okay, you guys don't hear the music? Okay. Yeah, sounds good. If you don't hear it, then no problem. I'll just... it doesn't bother me, so... I'm all good. I'm jamming to it, man. Demogryph Knights down to 17 models here. They haven't lost too many this battle. The other ones are at 16, so they've kept a relatively high model count. What else do the High Elves have left? I'm looking around the battlefield to see if there's any tricksy traps. We have 9 Reavers. And yeah, so I think it's just the leadership kit. And since they're single entities, they have to stay in combat here. And they're going to be getting lanced into the Shadow Realm here by these Demogryph Knights. And GG, well played. So, guys, we have a 3-way tie for second place. I was hoping it wouldn't happen. But, yeah. Let's pull up the scorecards and take a look. Dude, I feel like the old man telling my neighbors to be quiet. Wait, now you hear it? Oh, my God, my brother's playing Rick Astley. Yeah, as long as it's not distracting to you guys, then it's fine. Everyone made you listen harder. Yeah. Now, if I'm quiet for a second, you guys will hear it. All right. So 2,100, 1,400 on these demis. Yeah, like every demi paid for itself and did really, really, really well. Hellstorm Rocket Battery, did its thing. Yeah. I think if there had been like a really juicy breath, I mean, like Jay Phoenix did amazing with that Star Dragon, but like the breath attacks were just didn't quite get there. So I think if there had been like a really, really nice breath attack like that hit the demi square, I think Jay Phoenix could have won that game. It really came down to that engagement. Yeah. It's the sounds of the Empire celebrating. That's so funny. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the group here. Here it is. We have the dreaded 3-way tie. One sec, guys. Shutting that door. So don't mind the set to advance thing, because what's going to happen here is those are the results. Soothsayer won all 3 and everyone else won 1 game. But what's going to happen is that they'll all advance, but the bottom 3 who tied will be put into like a sudden death elimination situation. So that'll be that. That will be that. Franz, I believe Franz already played. Yeah, I think he did. I believe he did. Well, thankfully it's my brother's own music. He's a musician, so it's not like something that's going to get my channel copyright slammed. So, yeah. There it is, guys. That is that group done. We finished that group in 1 hour, which I think is pretty efficient. And now we're going to be going on over and shit, man. If we finish this other group quickly, then unfortunately I can't do an FFA with you guys because I had to revert to an old version of the game to make these replays watchable. So maybe we'll do another stream later. I don't know. I always say I'm going to do 2 streams, but then my hand like aches afterwards. Yeah. Yeah. I agree, Way. Sounds good. I'll do something for the next one. So who advances here? So they all advance. Soothsayer gets a normal advancement. He'll get a good place in the brackets, and then the other 3 players are going to be put into like a sudden death elimination with themselves and other people who were in like weird tying situations. So, yeah. And before my own brother copyright strikes me, oh my god, that'd be so funny. That'd be really funny. All right, so now we're going to load into the next group. So we are moving to the next group stage. Call Valkanos. Call the Tech Lord. Yeah, that was a fun one. So we are done with that group. So guys, unfortunately in this group, also it doesn't say which, yeah. I guess I explained it during the stream, but this is my first time running this tournament way, so it was a little bit unorganized, especially since I had to move and everything, but you know. I could switch versions after the cast. That'll take like 15 or 20 minutes, so we could do that too. Presser Sleepy Time ASMR, having a blast with the stream. By the way, I think you mentioned Kingdom on Netflix a while back, and I finally checked it out. What a great show. Yeah, it's really good. So there's the Last Kingdom, and then there's Kingdom. Kingdom is, I believe, the holy shit, yeah, it's really loud. Yeah, I just heard this like scary bass that like startled me. Kingdom is the Korean show, the zombie one, I think. And then the Last Kingdom is the one with Uhtred, son of Uhtred. You guys know that one, I'm sure. Yeah. What's the situation with the move? Oh man, it's been wild, dude. So we moved into a house in a city far away, a couple hours away, and we hired movers. We loaded up our whole life. Then we get to the place. We move in. A couple days after being there, both Lady Turin and I have like horrible headaches, and like my nose and throat are hurting. And it turns out in part of the house there was like behind one of the walls there was like some old there was like a mold infestation of some sort. On top of that, the house used to be the people before us were basically growing shit in there, if you know what I mean. And so there was like just it was bad. So we moved back to our original place in Los Angeles. So we actually have an interesting plan. So Lady Turin wants to move right from Los Angeles, understandably, and I there's some things I like about what we have here because my family owns this property. I'm a partial owner. I pay into it, into the mortgage and everything. But our kind of game plan now is that what we're going to do is we're going to stay in LA for 9 months out of the year. And then for 3 months, Lady Turin and I are going to be staying in Poland over the summer because she just doesn't like the heat during the summer. So that's the main thing. So I'll be living in Europe for a couple months in the summer, probably like July and August every year. That's kind of our game plan. So I'll be in Poland. So for those of you guys out in Europe, maybe we could do some like fun meetups once the Rona calms down and everything. I'd love to travel around Europe with Lady Turin and see a bunch of places. So we have some pretty fun plans for sure. So yeah. No, well, the thing is like I'm a partial owner of this property here. So like paying rent to this property is just paying into the mortgage, which is long-term value for me, right? Yeah. Because it's really easy. Like we would just get like, a work set up in Poland and, yeah. Yeah, so we'll keep our place here. We'll keep paying into the mortgage because, it's long-term value for me, right? Yeah. So then, we just come to, we come. I've lived in Poland before. I lived in Poland for 3 months when I was first with Lady Turin. I loved it. We rented a cottage like in the forest, and it was a blast. Like I loved Poland. It was an amazing experience. I loved the food. People were great. Yeah. So we'll do something fun. No, it's not going to influence anything on my YouTube channel. We'll get a computer set up out there. I'll bring my microphone. We're good to go. You can come visit ODM. Yeah. And well, where I live in the summer, it gets to be like in LA, like 105, 110 degrees, like for a lot of time. And Lady Turin like literally melts in the sun. Like she hates it. So we're just, yeah. All right. So now we're going to be loading in to my group. So this is Group H. Loading in the replay. Yeah, I'll have better internet too. Lady Turin really wants to go. One of Anna's favorite countries in Europe. One of Anna's favorite countries is the Czech Republic. She loves it there, so that'll probably be one of the first places we go. Is the Czech Republic. She spent some time there, and yeah, I want to check it out. What is 110 in Celsius? Let me check for you. Hold on. 110 Celsius. It's oh wait. Oh, no. So you're looking the other way. Hold on. Yeah. So 110 Fahrenheit is which is what we deal with is 43 Celsius for those of you guys in Europe. So the Great Kielbasa tournament. I know it's happening. All right, guys. So now we're in Group H. This is the group I'm in. So as far as this group goes, this is a pretty scary group as well. Let's go to local recording. This group is myself playing as Teclis, Romulan Dog playing as the Skaven with Ikit Claw, and then it also has Falcon as Tic-Tac-Toe and Raptor playing as Aranessa Saltspite. Yeah. And that's that. So in this first game, it's going to be myself on Teclis facing off against Romulan Dog on his Skaven on Ikit Claw. And for the build, I have Teclis on horse. I have 2 Arcane Phoenixes up in the sky. I have 3 Bolt Throwers. And then the rest of the build is going to be very cavalry-centric. So we do have 2 Silver Helms, and then 2 Silver Helms here as well. And that is that. Oh, yeah, sorry, not the... Yeah. They want to be known as what? Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, dude, it's really, really hot. I'd lose on purpose. I love Kielbasa. We actually found a Polish market nearby in Los Angeles that does, like... And the 2 women who own it, the daughter and her mother who's... quite a bit older. I think she's like 80 or 90 or something. So they run this Polish market, and it's like it's pretty good. So in this game, it's myself on the High Elves. I'm playing as Teclis, facing off against Romulan Dog here, and this is the next group. So I've triple Bolt Thrower and a bunch of Silver Helms and Reavers, and basically this is kind of a style of play I've been using against Skaven. You get your Bolt Throwers to just kind of start pounding into the boulder monsters, artillery units, while you're harassing with your cavalry and preventing them from getting back here. Which is pretty strong for sure. And you can usually deal with Wolf Rats using your Reavers and other units. It's a strong build. I've had pretty good success with it. On this map, it's a little bit risky since it's so small, but this is the map. I think I banned Altdorf Outskirts because I wanted to use Bolt Throwers, and yeah, that was that. So right here, my cavalry do charge in, but Romulan Dog does use the Brass Orb, but it does almost no damage, which was a little bit unfortunate. And it looks like he does use a Warp Lightning as well. Yeah. So the Warp Lightning misses, the Brass Orb misses, and the Mortar team, check this out, the most Skaven shit ever. The Mortar team nails the Wolf Rats, the Skaven Slaves, and the Skaven Slaves, and hits none of my units, I think. Or it actually hits the Silver Helms, but it was pretty funny. So right here, I saw he was getting a little bit hog wild with Ikit Claw, and there wasn't too much to kind of protect it. So I was like, all right, let's get our birds. Let's kind of prepare for a gooning on Ikit Claw. Let's see if he's going to slip up and if we can get a good engagement right here. So again, still cycle charging in the front line. So you can see here the Silver Helms are just trying to slow down his advance a little bit. Ikit Pimp Claw coming over here, jumping into the Silver Helms. And he does have good AP, but right now, the Packmaster's here, the Wolf Rats are here. Ikit is very vulnerable. So this is a really powerful combo, guys. What I've done here is I use Enfeebling Foe on Ikit. This actually does apply the Kindle Flame passive from Teclis, and now both my birds are going to be getting 22% extra damage as they dive in, but, you got a little bit of far away from me, so I do miss a lot of those attacks there, but even still. We're jumping in, the birds are going deep, Enfeebling Foe is active, and Ikit Claw is trapped by the Pigeon Squad. I also do charge Teclis in there with his Pimp Cane, Doctor Strange all up in this hoe, going to be beaten on this Tinker Rat here, and Ikit Claw just gets absolutely gooned into the Shadow Realm. Down he goes. And Ikit is straight up just dead. Like, he needs some milk. He is out of the picture here. So now suddenly I got my 2 birds. I'm like, all right, well, the Packmaster wants them? Sure, let's do it. So now we're and Ikit with the nuke. But we go after the Packmaster now, and if the Packmaster tries to run, Teclis has a net. So we're getting a huge 2-for-1. Now, it was a bit of a sacrifice, right? It's like if you're playing chess, you sacrifice one side of the board to attack their king side. You guys get the picture. So I didn't even try and defend this too much. I sent some Reavers in. My Bolt Throwers are getting kind of chased down. He does also have some Eshin Triads back there, but we are able to goon out his Lords super hard. And also the Packmaster does get broken. So at this point I was like, all right, we've gotten our value. We've killed 2 of his big, power pieces here. Let's get all my cavalry back, my Silver Helms, and let's scatter my Bolt Thrower crews to the winds. If I just run in a couple different directions here and he wants to chase them with valuable units, it gives me more time to go for some gooning elsewhere. So Teclis is probably one of the best gooning lords in the entire game. So yeah, that's kind of how you have to play it. Right here, Poison Wind Mortars getting attacked by my Reaver Archers. This is also a really, really high value grab. Granted, some Wolf Rats are coming here in the distance. Going to be sending one of my Arcane Phoenixes, I think, after the Packmaster. Packmaster's one of the few units that can actually chase them down are the Arcane Phoenixes. So, yeah, going in, just making sure to shut down the Mortars, which will get rid of all of his ranged supremacy here and will give me some nice jumps and whatnot. It's the Brood Horror Gambit. Yeah, it's like the Queen's Gambit. Yeah. Oh, that's funny, dude. Yeah, that's really funny. Teclis is so good at gooning, man. He's so good at it. And you can do a build like mine. Like, honestly, you can do a build like mine, but just not bring the bolt throwers and then just go for more reavers and more cavalry, and it can work very well. The thing about the bolt throwers is it like forces the Skaven forward, which allows you to isolate targets a little bit easier. So the Packmaster's running. I assure you, this rat is squeaking quite loudly. He is pinned in by a couple silver helms, and now the birds of prey are coming. It's really funny. So you guys want to know a little inside joke in my family? My wife and I, we actually call my mom and my grandma the birds of prey because when they like find someone they don't like, it's like two predatory birds just going in for the kill. So we refer to my mom and my grandma as the birds of prey. It's really, really funny. What lore of magic would you like to be able to use? Plague of Lust. Thank you for the donation, man. I'm not sure in what situation. In real life, lore of life for sure. I would like to be able to heal myself and my wife and anyone who's suffering from any ailments. So definitely lore of life, if that was your question. So the Packmaster shattered. Skaven do have still a decent force. They have a Brood Horror. They have the Pit Fighters here. They do also have some anti-large Eshin Triads. So we'll do a little bit of fast forwarding right now as there is a little bit of jank. So here we go. So birds chasing things down, shattering it. My goon squad is here. We still have some Reaver Archers, which is really nice for us, which means we can just kind of poke and stroke on that Brood Horror. And now we're going in for a battle. I still had regrowths. Also, both Arcane Phoenixes have the rebirth ability in the back pocket, so I felt relatively comfortable in that. But yeah, that's that. That is that indeed. Oh, no. My mom and grandma, they know. It's a running joke with them, too. Like, they laugh at it. It's like, I'm like, oh... Like one time we were at a restaurant like with my grandma and my mom a while back, and the waiter was like a little bit slow on the service, and I noticed that my mom and my grandma were both like looking with pure hatred, and it's like sometimes when you get two people together, they rile each other up. I was like, oh no, the birds of prey have descended on our poor waiter, and then like the whole dinner they were like just being super rude to the waiter. I was like, oh god, this is so embarrassing. But you know, my mom's really sweet, but with those kind of things, it's just, you know, it can get quite out of control. And there you go. The dive coming in from the bird, the Arcane Phoenix blasting in, nailing those clan rats. And now the other Arcane Phoenix has earned a chevron, going to be battling with Brood Horror. And Teclis just kind of sitting back here with his pimp staff and doing some business. And at that point, Romulan Dog does bow out of the game, knowing that it's pretty much, there's no chance with the birds and, you know, the cavalry everywhere. So yeah, the gooning is complete. Teclis is up 1-0 here in this particular pod. And the Skaven are 0-1 right now. So 1,300. 1,200. I mean, there was still more value to be had. You know, the cavalry did pretty good too. Bolt throwers kind of got shut down, but really it just came down to killing Ikit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know, Hank. You're telling me, dude. You're telling me. All right, so let's go ahead and load into the next match. I mean, obviously not much to say in terms of analysis. It really just came down to Ikit Claw, just, you know, just getting gooned in the beginning. That was that. The Arcane Phoenixes, man, doing some heavy lifting. Scary, scary monsters. All right, so sec here. We got to close this out. Sorry, I don't have a cool graphic for the other group. I literally didn't have much time to prepare. We're still unpacking right now. It's weird, though, Way, because my mom is, like, one of the sweetest people ever. She'll do anything for you. But, like, yeah. Like, when it comes to, like, waiters, she's super nice to them. But if they, like, if they're, like, you know, dismissive or rude towards her, it just, like, it turns on the full Karen. Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. Cool. Looks good. Let's get this next game going. All right, so we've done that one. Raptor. We only have a couple replays in this one, unfortunately. Because two of the players, Romulan Dog as well as Falcon, didn't get the replays for us for a couple games. All right, so the next one is going to be myself against Falcon. This should be a fun one. And once again, we go for the double Haggard Goon Squad. Yeah. No new group screen. No, because I just decided last minute to do a second group. So, yeah. Never get tired of seeing this scary. Screaming Volkmar, yeah. All right. Here we go. And let us load in. And I think we're all set. Looks good. So this game is myself on Teclis facing off against Falcon on Tic-Tac-Toe. Now, Falcon has won major tournaments using Tic-Tac-Toe, so I knew I had an advantage in terms of my Lord being better, but, you know, it was very, very scary. So we got Reavers, we got 3 of those. We got Spearmen, we have some white lines in the front, and double Phoenix with Teclis. So basically I was like, all right, he's going to bring Tic-Tac-Toe, so let's go in and try and win the Air Force. That was my overall plan here. Anime, thanks for the enthusiasm and good vibes. Anime sucks. Oh, that's your name. Could you do a Winds of Magic explainer for Lord's Total War wins chart? Yeah, I could do that. I could do that for you. Sure. It might take me a couple weeks, but I'll try and get a video out like that. So yeah, this is pretty much my build for Falcon. A super wide build. He's got skinks. He's got clever girls, but I was a little bit, I should have probably gone heavier in the Air Force. He's got Pterodon Riders, Tic-Tac-Toe, plus Ripper Dactyls. So quite scary for sure. So I try and drop a net here. I was being really aggressive. I was like, all right, let's net. Let's go in. And we are going to be attacking the Pterodon Riders. So it's like, we could probably kill a couple of these before they can react, but, the Arcane Phoenixes actually were really struggling to connect with the Pterodon Riders. In the meantime, my Reaver Archers just kind of shooting, trying to get some picks here on the Ripper Dactyls, but now we have a big Air Force duel, right? So we have the 2 double Arcane Phoenixes fighting the Pterodons, and we're not taking much damage in return. I was quite happy about this situation. On the ground, my Silverin Guard as well as my White Lions have engaged across all fronts, and my Reaver Archers in the back are just trying to get away from the oncoming pressure of the Feral Cold Ones and the big monsters. But Arcane Phoenix is really showing why they're a very powerful unit. They are just absolutely handling this Lizardmen Air Force. But there is a Manticore Summon here. The Manticore Summon is going to be a big playmaker for sure. My 2 birds, my 2 Arcane Phoenixes, I decided to go after Ripper Dactyls after having used Enfeebling Foe. I figured I have the regrowths. Let's hope and kind of bank on those a little bit and see how we can do. On the ground, it's just kind of a mishmash. White Lions out trading Saurus Warriors. My Reaver Archers were able to get around Falcon's forces, and now they're going to sit and assist in the Air Force duel. And we're just going fisticuffs, man. We're bumping and grinding here, and we are getting a lot of damage on Ripper Dactyls. But both Arcane Phoenixes are also taking some substantial damage as well. So honestly, it's a pretty good trade. Ripper Dactyls are broken off here, and at this point, I definitely need to get away because fighting the Feral Manticore probably isn't worth it. But on that same note, Tic-Tac-Toe is a really good gooning target for my 2 birds here. So we do drop a net on Tic-Tac-Toe, which does trigger the Kindle Flame synergy. And Tic-Tac-Toe's getting worked on pretty good, man. He's getting punished by this big bird. And a lot of the Lizardmen Air Force is in shambles, especially with the Reaver Archers here in the back ripping some great shots. But nonetheless, we will see. One of my birds is broken. As long as Falcon can't chase it off, we might be okay. But, knowing it is the Dark Lord Falcon, so it probably will happen. But yeah, Skarsnik has already played, and he did advance to the next group stage. So he did indeed. So if the Arcane Phoenix is able to get a rebirth and come back, I'll certainly be in pretty good shape here. The Manticore Summon has a couple seconds left and it should be gone. And this other Arcane Phoenix is going to be pulling back. There's still a lot of threats on the ground, right? We have the double Feral Stegodon, we have the Bastillodon, and I need my Arcane Phoenixes to deal with those. They're my main source of armor piercing, so perhaps I maybe should have been using my Arcane Phoenixes to kill the ground forces while using the Reavers and other units like that to just deal with his Air Force. But the birds have been... why not bring Teclis on a Phoenix? In case Falcon had a critical mass of Air Force stuff, I didn't want to have my Lord trapped in the air with him. If he just went super insane, I felt like it was less of a risk. Now, this one Phoenix does come back. We're able to finish off those Ripper Dactyls, and now we go after these Pterodons. We're chasing those guys down. Reaver Archers, in the meantime, providing ground support, but my entire ground army is getting very, very beaten up here. The Spearmen and the White Lions and all those troops are in very, very bad shape, and it's a pretty close game, though. I would say Falcon's a little bit ahead because of the nature of his ground force, and my only answer for them being the Arcane Phoenixes, who still have, an Air Force that they have to deal with. In the meantime, just trying to get freebies wherever I can. That big epicenter engagement over here with all of his dinosaurs, the Feral Stegodons, and those ground beasties. I don't want to fight over there. It's a tough situation. So I send my injured Arcane Phoenix here to just terror out and chase off some skinks. And right here we use a bombardment, but it kind of got like staggered or disrupted in a weird way, and it just, I don't know if it even went off. It was very, very strange. These Spearmen basically just running. I'm trying to just get away from Falcon's army and his big dinos to try and get into the trees, because if I sit them in the trees, then there will be a penalty that those big monsters face. Tic-Tac-Toe is actually very close to death, so I was like, okay, maybe I can kill him, but that's the thing with Tic-Tac-Toe. Like, even if he's low, it doesn't really matter too much. He only costs like 800, 900 gold, and you know, he's just, you know, it's whatever. Even if Falcon loses him, it's not a problem really. So in the backfield, we do get our little skinks, and now we're both kind of regrouping our forces. My army, of course, is over here. Falcon's army is over here. We both kind of won these respective flanks. But now I got my archers shooting in. We're, you know, just shooting at the cohort of Sotek. They are unbreakable, so I have to start working on them. And here I get a little bit aggressive. I'm like, okay, I still have rebirths. Let's go in. Let's fight. His whole air force is super beat up, right? So we move in. One Ripperdactyl might be able to go down here. He does have a little bit of ammunition left on the Pterodons. And as far as his magic goes, yeah, what magic does Falcon have? I think he has a Manticore Summoner, and we've had both Manticores this game. So now he gets a really nice collapse on top of the bird here, the Arcane Phoenix. So to try and avoid the damage, I do use the bombardment ability, but I think I discovered after the game doing some testing that it doesn't actually avoid damage when you dive like that. But I believe it still does some damage, even to the Air Force fight. So this is really big, honestly. This is probably going to be the deciding factor of the game. If my Air Force can dominate his here, I think the Arcane Phoenixes with healing from Teclis or Rebirths could probably deal with his dinosaurs, but he does have another Manticore summon, so I was wrong about that. So we got a regrowth going down on the injured Arcane Phoenix, and we're just fighting the good fight. Now, also, I should have ran here. With the Arcane Phoenix, I have the speed advantage, so getting away is the proper play, and unfortunately, I think I may have taken too long to try and retreat, because I'm a little bit trapped up here. The other Arcane Phoenix is going to be charging in, trying to pick off Tic-Tac-Toe. It's so funny, because like the whole ground engagement here in this battle just like, it just doesn't matter. Like, it's just, nobody cares about it. And yeah, we're going, man, but that Manticore, you know, that's a lot of damage. Arcane Phoenix is only a 50 armor, so the Manticore's 400 plus weapon strength is playing a big factor. Ripperdactyls do get broken off, and my one bird is running, so we really need the rebirth right now. So I use that, because in this game, I thought it would dodge damage in the air if he was, like, down in the vortex, but I don't think it works like that. So here comes the Arcane Phoenix chasing down these Pterodons. The Ripperdactyls have rallied, all two of them, and the remnants of my ground forces, they're doing okay. Spearmen and White Lines were able to kind of get their bearings back, and my Reaver Cavalry should be able to finish off the skink cohorts, but at this point with my birds being so low, Falcon is certainly pulling ahead, and my other Arcane Phoenix, I'm not sure where it went. Did it actually die? Yeah, so this Arcane Phoenix didn't actually get its rebirth, so unfortunately I just missed out on that. It just didn't happen. And the Manticore Summon wearing off on Teclis here, my other Arcane Phoenix chasing off those units, and now at this point, you know, his army is somewhat beat up, but the fact is he still has his Feral Stegodons, and my other bird didn't come back. So it's pretty much going to be a foregone conclusion here as we just try our best to fight, preparing for the final battle. But, you know, that Arcane Phoenix really doing some good work. But, oh, is it over? Surprise! The Arcane Phoenix comes over here and kind of pulls the balance of power back a little bit. I do have some skirmishing elements. I think I have a little bit of ammunition left on one of them, or they might have just run out. It's hard to say. I got spears moving in, spears moving from across the map, and the Reaver Cavalry do move in once again, but they get hit with the Flock of Doom as they try and fight the Feral Cold Ones here. And yeah, it's a tricky one, man. Here comes the Arcane Phoenix, though, and it gets Tic-Tac-Toe. He's wavering, -36. Balance of power is coming back to the middle as the Lord of the Skies falls before the might of the Arcane Phoenix. And is there hope for the High Elves once again? You guys like, I knew the outcome, of course, but you guys like how I made it look like it was over. But Teclis still bumping and grinding here with the Spearman down on the ground, and the Arcane Phoenix flying through the skies, the dreaded beast, looking for its next prey. Perhaps it will go after the Feral Stegodon. We'll see. So I do land here. I go after the Feral Stegodon. Falcon collapses with his Pterodons. He does also have the cohort of Sotek, and that's a big problem for me. The fact that he has all this poison is really going to be a huge issue. Tic-Tac-Toe is gone. I got some Spearmen and some cavalry around the map, and I think we're trying to escape at this point. I can't quite remember. Sword of Teclis going down to give me some Winds of Magic. Arcane Phoenix has done some good work. Really nice play by Falcon. He gets his Pterodon Riders, and he gets a really, really good surround right now, and he actually pins Teclis as well as the Arcane Phoenix in. And here comes the Reaver Cavalry. The bumping grind, just trying to get some leadership routes as the Reavers do collapse on the Skinks, but of course he does have those unbreakable ones. We get a tear route on these ones, but that's going to be all she wrote. Teclis gets broken off. Arcane Phoenix is fully surrounded, and there's no way. I mean, even though Stegodons aren't great against the Arcane Phoenix, the only way I could have won that, probably, I mean, obviously there was misplays all throughout the game, but if my other Phoenix had gotten the rebirth and got up to like 50-60%, I think I could have won it. I think I could have, but it was a good game. I also maybe stayed a little bit too long in those Air Force engagements. Maybe I should have supported my ground forces more. But the Phoenixes did okay. 2,300 plus 1,100, not bad. Tic-Tac-Toe got 1,000 value. He paid for himself. Stegodons did really good. Those were just beast mode. And yeah, Ripperdactyls got 1,000 as well. So right now in this group stage, I am 1-1. And Falcon is 1-0. And Romulan Dog is 0-1 as well. And we haven't seen Raptor yet. So Raptor's games will be coming up next. And let's do it. Let's prepare for the next game. Sad Phoenix noises, I know. I know. Sad bird noises. Okay, we got that one. And now we can do the Pirates of Sartosa versus Tlaqua. Yeah. Yeah, so Falcon's name was Nakai Zero Value. Yeah, that was his name here. That's pretty funny. We have some water. Con Lao, soon. In the next, like, 5 or 6 days. We'll have Tzeentch and Slaanesh. Yeah. All right, local recording. Oh, yes, Pillar of Bone continues. I am not going to do this again, like, with the Pillar of Bone thing. Because it's just, like, people only pick Pillar of Bone. J Phoenix, I know. The Phoenixes are noble creatures. So this is Falcon on Tic-Tac-Toe facing off against Raptor, who's going to be on Aranessa. So pretty fun matchup for sure. So really getting in character here. Raptor has 4 Sirens, Sartosa Militia, Gallows Giant with the speed of Lycos to make it stalk and unspottable. And we have a Vampire Fleet Captain of the Deep with Vangeist Revenge and the dreaded Aranessa Vanguard in the corner. It's not actually a Vanguard. Raptor probably just forgot about the Lord. So now for Tic-Tac-Toe, we have the Air Force here for Falcon. We have double Rev Crystal on the ground with double Razordon. What a strange build for sure. And yeah, man. Vampire Coast has been eliminated so far. Aranessa is the last hope, and it's a very tall order because Aranessa would have to beat Falcon, beat myself, and potentially beat Romulan Dog too. So yeah, it's wild. Anyways, this is a truly haggard build. We do also have double Depth Guard polearms in the back. Oh my god. I think Falcon's coming in for the rock drops. It looks like he's parking overhead, but nice play by Raptor there. He's actually able to dodge some of those, but yeah, 2 of them do hit home. Oh, look at that Tic-Tac-Toe with the rock drop on the Sirens. Some heavy metal shit. Gallows Giant hasn't used its flamethrower yet. Should probably turn about face and go after the flyers here. Maybe the Pterodon's up in the sky. We'll see. Bone Pillar fantasy battle continues. I know it does. It's like I didn't expect players to only pick this map. It really caught me off guard. Anyway, Sirens have engaged against the cohort of Sotek. It's not going to go great for them. I mean, their 23 melee defense, I guess, was close to the melee defense of the cohort, but they're just being barraged down. You can see Falcon's getting beautiful cohort volleys here, just melting these Sirens, and it is very, very nasty stuff. I can already tell you guys that my match against Raptor is not on the Pillar of Bone, so you got that going for it. Can the finals all be on Pillar of Bone? Yeah, no other maps are allowed. So Falcon's still just kind of rolling through this army a little bit. Over here, you can see the Depth Guard with polearms are just getting absolutely destroyed. Oh my god, a Vangeist Revenge, it's happening! All hail the mighty. Here it comes. Oh, give it to us. The Razordon Hunting Pack takes like no damage. Oh, so anticlimactic. But the Razordon Hunting Pack, look at that. So what he did with Aranessa, he used the Spearfisher's Net, and then he Vangeisted them, and it did 0 damage, and then the Rev Crystal just heals all the damage that massive combo did. Oh my god, that's so funny. Over on the far side here, Bastillodon Goon Squad, the double Rev Crystal plus the Scarvet and the Skink of Beasts just continue to move through the army here. And yeah, the cohort Javelin Fire has been disgusting, man. The Sirens have really been getting melted. On top of that, Falcon's Air Force has been sitting here the entire time, just on top of the Gallows Giant, just shooting and cackling and really having a good time. And it looks like the Lore of the Deep is going down once again to try and kill this Bastillodon. And a Crab Summon on top of a Bastillodon is a pretty decent little play here. Where the hell is Aranessa, by the way? Is Aranessa, like, does she just stay in the corner of the map? I mean, we did see a Spearfisher's Net. Oh, she must have died somewhere over here in this engagement. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, my friends. So the Lizardmen Horde continues to move through. You can see the Vampire Fleet Captain of the Deep is taken out by the Manticore Summon, and Tic-Tac-Toe going in to battle Aranessa. Talk about the battle of the ages. 2 of the most overpowered lords in the old world are going fisticuffs. But Aranessa actually probably would win that fight if it were just them, but there's also a ton of skinks, and she's poisoned, and you know, there's a lot of variables going for your boy Tic-Tac-Toe here. So as far as Tic-Tac-Toe and Aranessa goes, like, I don't know who's more of a meme between those 2 characters. Also, the Lizardmen still have Razordon packs. Razordon packs were able to massacre the Giant, because we did have one sitting back here shooting the entire time. My apologies, my camera work didn't really give you guys the best look at that, but the Razordons, of course, really, really hard counter against like the big beasties and monsters and things like that. So you guys get the picture. Feral Manticore is still bumping and grinding in here. Vampire Fleet Captain of the Deep is continuing to hail the mighty as best it can, but that's going to be GG. That game's 100% over as Army Losses does kick in. The Dark Lord Falcon goes 2-0. Yes. Goes 2-0. And there you have it. GG. An absolute meme build here by Raptor. Like 100% meme. This build is just so weird and haggard, but you know, you got to give him mad props for it. He is in the Extreme Meme Team clan, so extreme meme team, but so is Falcon. So Falcon's build was a little bit more serious, I would say, aside from tic-tac-toe. Yeah, what got really good value? Probably Razordons, 1,500, yeah, 800 here. And all the flyers were able to unleash most of their ammunition. Yes. Zero, you played another game? Good. Yeah, your group's coming up soon. All right, so let's switch back here, get ready for the next match. And now, we did that. This is myself against the meme pirates. So it's my High Elves against the Pirates of Sartosa. Yes. Can we have a similar, but so after I finish this tournament, I'm going to focus more on my traditional formats for a while. We have a donation from Urs von Canel. Best wishes from the dreaded Switzerland. Love your content and positivity. Keep it up. Thank you so much, man. And sorry I missed your donation, but I hope you're still here. Thank you so much, Urs, for the donation. So there you go, guys. It's time for the next match. In this match, it's going to be myself on the High Elves facing off against the dreaded Pirates. A little bit more of a reasonable build this time. He's got some mortars. He's got some, Mourngulls hiding in wait. So we'll see how this goes. Now, for my forces, we do have the dreaded Penta Shadow Warrior. There's going to be 5 in total. Shadow Warriors are very, very good because they have kind of the stock allows them to mitigate some firepower. They're really good against Mourngulls and a number of other targets. Also in melee, they can do well against like zombies and things like that. So, yep. It's a different map, guys. It's a different map. Yeah, Zero is playing in this tournament as well. He's here in chat. He is playing, I believe, Warp Chicken. Yeah. Wait, that is a pretty good analogy there. For the rest of my army, it's going to be Rangers with some Spearmen on the flanks, Reavers, and some more Reavers. Yeah, we're going to do an ECL tomorrow, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun, guys. Some traditional tournament play. And for the forces here of Raptor, he's got Scurvy Dogs on either side, Sartosa Militia, Zombie Pirate Deckhand Mobs with more Sartosa Militia, Aranessa, Vampire Captain, 2 Mourngulls actually waiting in the shadows over there with 1 Mourngull waiting here. And then we do also have the double Carronade. So Carronades here, pretty okay at shooting my Lord. So Teclis is going to be the only bird this time. I decided to, give the double bird a break and go from there. So Shadow Warrior's doing an excellent job against this Scurvy Doggo. He's able to pick off a couple models, and both Carronades, I think, are shooting at Teclis, which is okay. Teclis has got some good jukes. He's got some moves. He's got the moves like Jagger. He can whip it back and forth and avoid those shots pretty well if you're paying attention, which I probably am not. Rangers are moving up. I saw that the army had no bombers, didn't really have any mitigation for my infantry, so I had the advantage in that fight. I was like, all right, let's get up there with the Rangers. Let's see what we can get done. So Teclis now moving in, just kind of scouting about. Both the Night Terrors as well as the Mourngulls are still hidden at this point, so a little bit of, kind of sneaky schemes going on here for your boy Raptor, but we're getting a nice press for sure. 2 Shadow Warriors are going to be sitting here and just kind of working on the infantry while the other ones push up on the flank and start to get some fire into the Sartosa Free Company. But the Sartosa Free Company able to return fire with their cool hats and cutlasses and pistols, but they're certainly going to be in a losing engagement versus the much more elite and expensive Shadow Warriors. Peckless flying overhead, just looking for engagements really. There's not a ton of stopping power in this army. I do have to respect the Spearfisher's net, so if I land on the ground, I can't get trapped there. Reavers, in the meantime, going to be riding into the Sartosa Militia, should be able to handle them quite easily. Sartosa Militia are okay in melee, but Reavers are also quite exceptional in melee, and with their charge bonus, they should be able to do very, very well there. As you can see, many of them are being dragged down. Rangers preparing to engage here. Teclis does take a little bit of firepower from the cannons. It looks like I ate 1 or 2 shots to the face. But the Rangers are going to get on top of the Sartosa Militia, and they should be able to dominate those engagements quite decisively, I would say. Now the Mourngulls are moving in. Not that big of a threat, though, considering how many Shadow Warriors I do have in position ready to go. Oh, the Mighty is going to be hailed. Where's his caster? I see a Spearfisher's net. Oh, I got so excited. Come on, don't blue ball me like that. There it is. Okay, here comes something. What is it? Oh, is that a Winds of Death? Holy shit, the Haggard Winds of Death. Oh my god. So the Winds of Death goes down and it does no damage, mind you, but it sends a message. In the backfield, I do get my my cavalry, so you can see I'm able to get my Reavers on top of the Carronades. And what I do is I use Teclis, I net down the Depth Guard, and then I use the Fiery Convocation, which will do a bunch of damage against these Depth Guard. You can see they went from full to about, 40, 60%. Certainly worth it. It wasn't quite the best engagement because they were kind of, if they're in their original formation, I find that it does better damage, but overall it wasn't able to get as much as I would have liked. Shadow Warrior still shooting downtown. The Carronade is crumbling. We are pulling ahead on the Bounce of Power. We have triple Shadow Warrior shooting into a very expensive high priority target here via the Mourngulls. We also have Peckless moving in. Peckless will be able to do some work. Morngul's, believe it or not, a lot of people think they're weak to fire, but they're not. I love the Morngul's have like these haggard mullet things going on. Yeah. Winds of Mild Pain. Yeah, that was definitely Winds of Mild Pain. But yeah, Morngul's are trapped in spears, are being shot by Shadow Warriors. Despite the bounce of power being somewhat even, I think that's not an accurate reflection at all. I think at this point in the game, the Vampire Coast has very little chance to win, if any at all. And right here, you can see that the Doggos are coming in. Shadow Warriors, like I said, good combat stats. They're going to turn and countercharge, and the Shadow Warriors should be able to, though taking some casualties, finish off those Scurvy Doggos, no problem. Carronade crumbling down. Rangers moving into the back line. Rangers will lose to Depth Guard polearms, but a summon is actually used by my opponent here to try and hold those guys down. So the last of the Morngul's, it looks like they got 6 models here, negative 39. We have 1 Night Terror here with negative 34. Peckless flying around and getting ready to do... Yeah, the Walder Frey haircut. Oh, that's so good, yeah. It's like the Walder Frey reverse mullet. I don't know. We got to come up with a name. The Gentle Breeze of Irritation. That is also a really, really good analogy for that. Yeah, it's pretty funny for sure. So the Shadow Warriors now shooting across town here to the Morngul's. Morngul's, the other unit. That was the one that was kind of deployed over in the tree line here, of course. This is pretty much their hard counter, right? Ammunition's running a little bit sparse, and maybe that's why the bounce of power is showing as it is, because without, you know, ammunition, I could have trouble dealing with, like, the Depth Guard and other units in the backfield here. Bird Teclis now has an opportunity to goon Aranessa a little bit. I do actually get caught in the Spearfisher's net and taunt, so Teclis in a little bit of trouble, but I do have Potion of Croy, which makes Teclis probably one of the tankiest characters in the entire game with 44% ward save, on top of the other ward saves that the bird does have. And we are able to get some nice punch on the Vampire Fleet Captain, and we will be retreating from that position here in just a moment. So we will see indeed. Carronade the back offline. Rangers able to dive in and finish it. They will be kind of sacrificed here to the Morngul's. But yeah, Shadow Warrior's still ripping some beautiful shots. But I'm pretty much out of ammunition, which was a little bit precarious here, I have to say. The whole game I was like, why is the bounce of power like it is? I still have all my Shadow Warriors. But the truth is that the ye old ammunition does count for a lot in the bounce of power there. So Teclis flying over. Not quite sure what I was going after here. I think I was trying to pick off all the Morngul's. I think that was kind of my game plan, get rid of the monsters. And, you know, Shadow Warriors in sustained combat, like grinding versus like any number of Vampire Coast troops, even Depth Guard, they'll do okay. Their stats really aren't too bad there. And basically we just tie up Aranessa with a bunch of Reavers and Shadow Warriors. We can just let that Lord sit there and kind of go on a nice little vacation, while Teclis is going to heal himself and then come over and go after the Vampire. Because now Aranessa is trapped by cavalry and getting knocked over, and the Vampire Fleet Captain is very, very vulnerable here in this situation. So we'll see if we can do it. Did the potion get nerfed in the patch? I don't know if it did. I don't see why it would. Maybe so. So Vampire Fleet Captain crumbling. Bird Teclis, of course, has fire damage. Hits like an absolute linebacker. Although I don't think the Vampire is like that one is weak, because it has the hunger. It doesn't have healing, so I don't think it's weak to fire. But yeah, looking pretty grim. We do have some Depth Guard polearms here. Now we can Psycho Charge with Teclis if we want to. Aranessa is pretty tanky as far as like foot characters go, with her good melee defense and her Manon's luck. But Teclis has got the Flaming Sword of Ruin. Kindle Flame is procced here on Aranessa, and she is going to be paying the ultimate troll toll, as now the Shadow Warriors are preparing to charge into combat. Shadow Warriors, pretty cool looking for sure. I don't know why their attack animation reminds me of like the Elves at Helm's Deep when they're like moving in. I mean, it's completely different, but something about it, you know, just reminds me. So Sartosa, 28, 25, 28 in the combat stat department, 38, 34, 32. A numerical advantage for the Sartosans, but it's not going to matter as the Shadow Warriors move in and chase those guys down. GG, well played. So here's the thing. Let's go ahead and break it down. The other two replays are not here. So let me go ahead and do something real quick. We'll take a look at the value first, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys the results for this group here. Teclis 2400, 1000, 800, 900, 750, 700. Shadow Warriors did pretty great. For Sartosa, oh man, the Haggard Winds of Death was pretty amazing for sure. Oh my god. What did really well in that army though? I'm looking. Morngul's kind of got shut down. I guess the Carronade's got some okay work, and yeah, nothing really did that much damage. Well, we might be able to do an FFA. Hold on. So let's go here. Hold up. Hold up. And let's do this. Let's do this. 1 second, guys. All right. So I'm switching the client over to the original client, and I'm going to try and do an FFA. We'll see how long it takes, but we'll push through it because we have things to talk about anyways. So now we can do this. This is the final standings. So in the end, I don't have replays for the other games because players forgot to save them, but let's move these up over the top. So Falcon did indeed sweep the series. He defeated myself, Raptor, and Romulan Dog. I was able to defeat Raptor and Romulan Dog, as you saw, and I did lose to Falcon. Raptor did get the win against Romulan Dog, but in the end, this is the final standings for this group. So as far as who's going to be advancing, it's going to be myself, it'll be Falcon, and we'll be in the next group. So we'll be facing off against other lords, and once I get the picture of like who's all advanced, we'll set up the next stage, and we'll be good to go. So yeah, that'll be that. Never played a single game, haven't been here for 3 months. Yeah, no worries, man. It's never too late to start. So that is the final outcome there. Kevin Robinson, I got a 5 on that. Hold up. Yeah, it's an old school reference. Yeah, Vampire Coast didn't get a single advancement. They had really strong players too. We had Anticity, we had Energized. Raptor was obviously memeing a little bit. So, but yeah, I mean, with Anticity and Energized on Vampire Coast, neither of them advanced actually in their groups, which was pretty crazy. I know. Rest in peace, sweet vampires. We actually have a couple more Vampire Count Lords to do as well. Yeah, there's a few. There's a few that will be scrapping it out yet. So just kind of a preview of what's to come. Let me go ahead and see what groups we have. So those groups are done. Now we have a couple more. So we have Skrulk, Khalida, Isabella von Karsine, and Lewin's group. We have Tank. No, we have a Grimgor, Hellebron, Queek, and Mazdamundi. Did we already do that one? I feel like we did. I don't know, maybe. Then we have Archeon, Morkur, Tyrion, and Malekith. That's another group we're going to be doing soon. And then we have the Sisters of Twilight, Deathmaster Snickich, Alithanar, and Sarthorial. They're going to be coming up too. And then there's one more group there that I don't think I have the files set up yet for that, but I'll be taking a look here. Yeah. So that's what's cracking. That's what's cracking. That's kind of the future plan. Sometime in the next couple days. Tomorrow's going to be an ECL. Yeah, tomorrow's ECL. So that's the game plan for that. And then I got to set up the sign up page today so people can start signing up. Been a little bit lazy with that. So let's see. I think we're almost switched back over to the other client. So we'll do some FFAs, and I'll be using your boy Rakarth for sure. So we'll make it happen. So all right, one sec. Perfect. And how much longer? Yeah, just another 30 seconds or so, and we'll get an FFA game. So if you guys want to play, first come, first serve. We'll just set up in a lobby, and yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, you gotta get a new mouse, huh, Hank? ECL. So for anyone who's new to my channel, I know there's a lot of new people in the past couple months. It's my structured league. So it's a major tournament, has 60 to 100 people playing every time. Best of threes with a best of 5 final. It's like the classic conventional league, basically. Yeah. Chad group with the armor lords. Yeah, for sure. Tyrion, Archeon, Malekith. Morkur is the only sad cow in there, but I think Malekith is being played by Zyphos. Tyrion is being played by Rider of Rohan. Archeon is being played by Maximus. And then Morkur is being played by Tesla, who's a really, really strong Beastman player. So yeah, it's the Eternal Challenger League. Yeah, it's fun. Like, if you guys have seen my son Herbert Walker, like his league, the HW League, it's pretty much this, like, similar in terms of format. It's like the standard tournament format. This is what, like, a specialist format where we have like different rules, and it's kind of like more of a fun thing. But the ECL is more of like yeah. Come on, switch over. I know you can do it. Don't get stuck at 83%. I believe in you. I should have set up my thing to play some chess. Hold on. Studio mode. Do I have it? Do I have something to do that? Hold on. One sec, guys. You guys want to see me get owned in some chess? Hold on. We can do that real quick. Did I lose? Did I win today? Oh, I actually won a game. That's nice. Hold up. Okay. You guys want to see a chess game? I can't focus on chat though. I'm not going to take any tips in chat because that's like cheating. If you guys are telling me the good moves, so I'm just gonna go in and lose. All right. Transition. Cool. Here we go. Don't tell me any moves. I mean, you guys can type it between yourselves, but I'm not going to look. All right. I'm not going to look. So this is Warhammer will be ready in a couple minutes. So hold on. I've just started playing chess again. I'm pretty noob. So bear with me. I'm a noob in chess. Yeah. Do the Rat's Gambit? Oh man, that's funny. Okay, so what do we're here. You see my picture, guys? It has a little Wookiee as the Nurgling. Yeah, it's pretty great. Okay. Come on. Oh god, I don't like this. Let's see what's cracking here. Okay. I feel so much pressure playing this. You know? Okay, so is this free? Yeah, we're playing 10-minute chess. That's fine. I thought I was playing Blitz for a second. Yeah. That's fine. We can go ahead and take here. You can't go there. He goes here. It's fine. That's not really free. We could move the bishop. We could actually develop the horse somehow too. I could just move my horse out, develop that. If he takes... The problem with that is it like crowds my pawn lane. I hate when that happens, but it does also open up the rook, which is cool. I definitely want to dig this thing out. So if he goes here, it's fine. We could even go back this way. That actually is okay. Then I get 2 attacks on it. If he takes, I can just go with the queen. If he goes over here, I just... Yeah, that's really... This is the most annoying position. But then, you know... Yeah, I think that's okay. If he goes down there, it's fine. Fine. Cool. I'm a defensive player in general. I don't like to play like aggressively. So he's trying to attack this pawn here. Because in doing that, you know, if he takes with the bishop and then I'm like in this like shit position, right? So basically here, we just need to start getting aggressive. Like, I go here. Yeah, this is actually good, because I take here, right? Then he takes pawn, then I take pawn, and I've won a piece. Yeah, that's good. So he's going to take here for sure. Okay, cool. I could... See, the thing is, if I just take his queen right now, with my queen, it's going to, like, put his king in a position where castling is going to be hard, and then his king's, like, stuck in the center, so I think I'm going to do that. He's got an attack here, which is fine. Yeah, I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to take the pawn. Because he's got to take with king. Yeah, so now like his whole... He can move the rook if he wants to, but that's whatever. I don't really care about that. We could also put him in check here. But first we'll take... Yeah, we'll just take. That's fine. So we're up a piece, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Like the queen, who gives a shit? That's fine. I could just move a pawn up to cover this. It sucks because I want to keep this kind of tight back here, but... I don't have anything here. I could develop knight to cover bishop. That's actually kind of smooth. Yeah, I think we just do that. Is this the new FLC campaign? Yeah, definitely. Not too many good trades. Honestly, I could just fall back to my little like caddy corner here. Is there any attacks here? I could go here, threaten that, and then he takes. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Oh, is this just free? Hold on. No, he's got a bishop over here. I was like, wait a second. That's fine. We'll just keep that angle going. No problem. No, I just play chess for fun. I'm not good at chess. I'm okay. I'm like, I'm a pleb. So he clearly wants to attack here. He's got rook pressure here, but I do have my knight defending as well as bishop. So we'll just do this in case he wants to, you know, troll toll me. So if I go here, if I go h3, then he takes, or he moves up. Yeah, no, he's just going to move up. But if I go here, he moves, I take, he takes. Yeah, I'm in the same position, but then that's free. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. But Warhammer just finished too. So right after this game, guys, we'll go back to doing some Warhammer. Okay. I take, he takes. You know, that doesn't matter really. I mean, yeah, it's okay. I have a couple of actually angles here. This is actually okay. Yep. Because I have the bishop here too. So I think I win another piece as a matter of fact. I'm still covering this. Yep, and then his other pawn is kind of hanging over here. Okay, this seems fine. I'm like, he's got bishop downtown here too though. Maybe this isn't going anywhere, right? So maybe I just move up the, this guy. This whole shit over here sucks. Maybe I just go king. This whole situation's really shit right here. So he takes, and then he's got an angle on my rook. Yeah, I think we just do something like this. This whole position is not fun. I need to get this bishop out so I can move my other rook and check him. Because his king is really open here. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's fine. So where does he go next? He goes here. He's threatening here. He's blocked here. He goes here and then pawn, and yeah, this guy is a little vulnerable, but I think that's okay. Okay. So yeah, let's start developing this whole freaking shenanigan here. The pawns are Sigmar! I know. Bishop, you mean warrior priest? Okay, here's the thing. I have a little bit of a cheeky play right here. I can bring this, like so. I could also just take this. But then, no, I'm actually, yeah. My king is a little bit trapped up here. So, what I'll do is I'll do this. Because then he won't be able to move this without putting himself in check. Yeah, that's fine. I could even stack the lane here, too. I could, like, move this up and come under. Okay, that's fine. So what is he? He's threatening this, which is whatever. I can even... Okay. Let me think this one out. He's got a free pawn. He's got a pawn, free pawn here, which then threatens these squares, which is fine. He'll get one pawn. So if I take, he takes, and then I take, then I'll have won another pawn. I'll have him in check. Then I could take this. Yeah. Okay, I think this is the play. Yep. He takes. I take. Let me just make sure I'm not doing anything stupid. Yeah, because then I get this over here too, which is really sexy. Yep, it's fine. We don't care about that. He's going to get this pawn, no matter what. I don't really have much of a say in that. I could develop knight here. No, let's just take what's ours. Yeah, so that's expected. He's got e3 and e1, which I pawn takes here. Okay, this is a strong play too, and I'll show you guys why. So we go here, we pressure king, king moves, bishop takes here, he takes, then I take. I'm just making sure there's no weird shit I'm missing. Okay. My demogryphs are going balls deep in this guy's lines for sure. Okay, so now I take pawn here. He takes, I take, and then I'm up another pawn. Potentially. And it's also threatening a pretty important piece. This is scary. No, I have knight protecting that. Okay. He's gonna have to take this. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. We're doing okay. Yeah, I know. There's probably mistakes, guys. I'm not the best. I'm okay at chess. I'm okay. We have a lot more pawn action going on. So, okay, so I can threaten this. I could also just develop this. He wants to take this piece here. Yeah. I got some time to work with, so maybe just... My end game is also... No, going here is stupid, yeah, because he'll just take... Where's he going to go? If I go here, the problem is he's probably just going to, like, move next to me and start trundling me. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just see what happens. I'm a slower... I usually don't play super fast. Yeah, see, this is what I was a little bit worried about here. Yeah, whatever. I mean, where do I want to go? Oh, ooh, oh, 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 that's so good. I found it. Oh, God, I'm hard right now. Oh, just full mast, baby. Let's go. My demogryphs have penetrated his castles here. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. Yeah, that's a good play on his part. So what I could do is I could stack up too. Because I take, he takes. It's just an even trade. So I need to like make it a little bit uglier for him. Oh, but I can't. This lane's blocked. God. And going here too, the knight is threatening it. So, Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird situation. I mean, I take, and then he just takes, and then what? It's just, I mean, it's simplifying the board, which is something, but... Can I, like, I'm looking for any cheeky plays here. I could take this. I can't stack the lane. Someone clip those sounds. I could actually put him in check, too. No, that's pointless. There's nothing to be gained there. Instantly softened. Yeah, no, it's soft now. Yeah. If I go here, though, his knight just takes. Move the pawn up. Yeah, probably the attrition. I got to start playing faster. Yeah, that's fine. Do that. Just draw kite. That's fine. I'll play fast in the end. When there's only a couple pieces, I can play quickly. He has a nice little pug as his picture there. Okay, that's fine. All right, very good. You know what? Let's just start trading. It's fine. Like you guys say, I have more pieces, so it is what it is. Yep, it's fine. Okay, let's start giving this guy some trouble with our pieces here. Okay, that was stupid. Oh my god, I'm just blundering now. Lovely. Can't really do anything too crazy. It's fine. This, I mean, if he wants to trade, it's fine. I'd rather have the. I have a couple pawns extra. Same thing, basically. Okay, now we just try and defend this guy. Man, he's really gotten me in this late game. The throws! I know, and I'm so down on time, too. I did so good earlier. Mind check. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, he's going to take my knight. Or my tower. I mean, if he does, it's fine. We just trade. I still have the pawn, so if I can just escort the pawn up the battlefield. Okay, let's go here. Check him. Rest in pepperonis, is that what you guys are saying? Oh, it's so accurate, too. Let's go. 35 seconds. Where's he going to go? Just getting away from that dreaded king. The misplays do hurt, my friends, but it's just part of how it goes. Let's see if we can get some like cheeky plays here. That's actually pretty good. He just misplayed pretty bad too. I don't think we'll have enough time to win, but because he has to move now, so let's do that. Okay, that's fine. So we just move you here. Come on. I caught him in a misplay. I think we're going to lose on time, though. I'll take it. I'll take it. Moral victory there at the end. But is that really a stalemate, though? Let's see. So he's here. I'm here. Then I move. I mean, couldn't I have gone here to here and then move king here and then I just win? Like, isn't he checkmated in that corner there? Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that was fun. GG, well played to my opponent. Now it's time for some Warhammer. Hold on a sec. Let's go ahead and switch back. And transition. Yeah, I felt like I had him in the corner. Yeah. That's so weird. Why is that a draw? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, he can't move. I mean, Yeah, like, isn't that a... If he can't move, I mean, doesn't... Yeah, I don't know. He can't move and it's not in check? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm pretty new to chess. Last time I played, I was like 8 years old, so... let's go ahead and get the Warhammer going. If you guys would actually want to see chess streams, I'm down to do it. You guys can watch me grow, and some days I play really good. Some days it's just absolute trash. It's such a weird thing. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take that. That's fine. As long as we don't lose, I'm good with it. We really threw there at the end. I was just... Because that's my problem in chess. I always play well until... Because I'm a slow player, unlike Warhammer. And then, like, the time stresses me out and I make bad decisions. Like, that's my... If I could just play slow chess, like, you know, old school slow chess. But when there's time, I get so stressed. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That guy was higher rated than me anyway, so... No problem. The time, man. I'd be down for chess streams. Maybe like late at night. Yeah, when I'm more like awake and alert. Okay. Here's the game, guys. So it's going to be Turin FFA. Password is 1234. First come, first serve. Yeah. I don't do well under time in chess. Like when it gets low time, like less than a minute, I'm like, oh god, you know. All right, I am Rakarth. I am the 1,000 Maws. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Where are they? We'll do the streets, the steppes of Isha. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm lucky he blundered. Well, he's lucky I blundered. Like that's just how it goes, you know. Yeah, we both blundered. It was just, you know. Yeah, it was wild. Okay. Let me get the screen blocker up. Time for some FFA. The dreaded Wookiee arises. There we go. Let's get it going. It was good chess up until then. Like the early value trades were really good. Yeah. Guys, it's gonna be Rakarth. Come on. Can I get... No, I can't get any special monsters. So we got Bretonia and Greenskins. Okay. That's fine. Do we have any flyers here? Let's go. Let's just go hard, dudes. It's gonna be fun. We got some Spears of Dread. Let's get a couple of you guys. Just to make sure I don't die. In that regard. You think you could try the Rakarth Cold One Chariot combo? I got something fun for you guys. Don't worry. But yeah, if I end up doing another FFA, which I probably will, because the stream's only been going for like 2 hours, we'll do something like that. Okay, so we got Bretonia, Greenskins, and High Elves. Magical options are certainly a thing, but honestly, Burning Heads are just like always good, right? So we'll get some Burning Heads. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. And that's fine. Yeah, looks real good. Looks real good like. So got about 1,000 gold left. We're in the tightly packed streets. Greenskin's probably going to be monster focused. I probably need some missiles of some sort to like shoot back a little bit. Yeah, I think that's fine. Get a couple of you guys, and then we can get some baseline infantry to try and help it out a little. High Elves could have a very scary air force. So could Bretonia. That's like my big concern. So we probably just need to get you guys there. Okay. All right, I think I'm ready. It's fine. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Yeah, Rakarth Flesh is actually one of my favorite paints. Yeah. So, yeah, Lady Turin and I are still kind of unpacking right now, so we will get, I'll have a webcam eventually and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Wookiee's actually sleeping in the corner behind me. I can see him back there. He's being a little gremlin. Yeah, little guy. I guess we just get all the items, because why not? Oh, hold on. I have an even more fun plan. Come on. We gotta treat you guys to a good time. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's go all in on the haggardness. Cool. Yeah, Wookiee's very old. He's like 15 or 16. We don't know how old he is. When we rescued him, they lied to us about his age. So, we rescued Wookiee from Utah. We had him flown out to California because we found him on their website. And we called and they're like, yeah, nobody's taking him. And it's like, I don't know why. So we took him and then, you know, they said he was 2 years old, but then the vet we took him to as soon as he arrived said he was more like 5 or 6. So Wookiee's he's quite old. Yeah. Simon Benjamin, sorry to hear about the nightmare moving, dude. Thank you so much for the 150 pounders, man. Hope the financial hit wasn't too much. It's not anymore, honestly. With the donations you guys have been throwing my way, it's like, yeah, I'm not even feeling those anymore. Thank you guys. That is a big chungus donation. Simon, and don't worry, man, as we get closer to game 3, we'll talk about that message you sent me. I'm working on some fun stuff. Thank you, man. Really, really appreciate that. How did you meet Lady Turin? No, I didn't meet her through Warhammer. Although Lady Turin does play, she played Warhammer Tabletop when she was younger, like 11, 12 years old. She played Dark Elves. She had a little Dark Elf army in Warhammer Fantasy. Yeah, back in Poland. Wookiee's a manifestation Nurgle. Yeah, he is. He's really a Nurgle. He's so foul. Oh my god. And you know when dogs get old, they just stop caring. They just like, they just like do their business wherever they feel like doing it. That's like what we're going through right now. Which faction would be Tommy Wiseau? Would he belong to? He'd probably be like a Dark Elf. Yeah. Just like a really corny Dark Elf. Yeah. Dude, thank you so much, Simon Benjamin. Man, that is super generous. I really appreciate that. All right, so hopefully you guys are ready for this. We got Rakarth up on his freaking dragon. We have a Dreadspear battle line, of course, and then we have double Hydra. Because this is Rakarth's Beastmaster army, and just to make sure I don't get wrecked in the air, we have some Dark Shards who are there to just support Rakarth. We got Crows of Cain, and we have a Deathcaster or Shadowcaster, which I'm using to buff Rakarth. So we're going to use Mind Razor on him. He can actually get up to like 1,1400 weapon strength. It's pretty insane. So, all right, so we have Greenskins over here. We can go fight Greenskins. Greenskins are a fun, fair fight, so we'll do that. You just have to make sure we don't get ganked or vanguarded on. Lambie, I think, is Bretonnia. Bretonnia is good for us, too. We have Hydras and Dark Shards and things like that, so. Yeah, Malice Darkblade is Tommy Wiseau. It would be so funny. Oh, my God. Yeah, Simon, dude. Again, thank you. Thank you, man. No, Lady Turin played Dark Elves. Yeah, when I went to go to her house in Poland, she had like a Cold One chariot and some other stuff. Yeah. Where's Reek? Reek is one of the Hydras, I guess. Yeah. Greenskins are good. Bretonnia would be a good fight for us too. Yeah, you can get insane damage if you use Beastslaver plus Whiplash on himself, and then use Occam's Mind Razor. You can like literally like one-shot things. Yeah. This is probably my favorite free-for-all map of the whole bunch. Yeah, I think it's really good. Alright, let's go see what they have. Firstly, we should probably check for like flanking. Make sure we don't get surrounded. Okay, he's got archers. It's a very, Alberic. It's a very static army, so I think we're okay. Let's like move over here. Oh, hi, Tsarkan. Oh, hi, Tsarkan. We got a prince here from the Phoenix King. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. We're good to fight the Greenskins. We definitely want to get breath attacks on the... Oh, he's got the big one. Oh, that's like the perfect... Oh my god, the big one is like the perfect rack... No. Oh god. The big one is the perfect Rakarth target. Oh, that's like... I'm semi-erect right now. Yeah. Alright, let's roll. Yeah, this map's really nice. Okay. Oh, no. Dodge it. Go! Oh, that hurt a little bit. Not too bad, though. Crows of Cain can hide in the trees. We're being flanked by Bretonnia. There's some knights lurking like they want to flank, but I'm not sure if they're going to. Okay, Black Orcs are coming. Just prepare a breath attack. And then we can go ahead and start shooting here. Hydra can do a frontal breath, which is fine. Those Black Orcs are going to get like their source code deleted from the game by the Dark Shard line. Yeah, just keep chilling here with Rakarth. You guys can chill back here defensively. And I believe we had some spears back here, didn't we? Yeah, we have the Hellebroni. The Hellebroni, dude. Alright, pull back the spears. No point in having them fight Black Orcs. Just let the Hydra do it. Yeah, there's some pigs coming around the back here, so let's get the Crows of Cain in 3 and have them help. Very good. Alright, so Dark Shards can start shooting the other Black Orcs. Rakarth can go ahead and prepare a breath attack for him. And we can go ahead and use Chill of Sontar as well. And cool, this looks fine. So let's go ahead and get both you guys going in there. The dreaded Chill of Sontar breath. Oh, is that Grimgor? Oh, it is Grimgor, okay. Hydra, pull back. Spears, move in. Now it's time for the power combo. You guys ready? So firstly, let's breath attack this guy. He's big and slow and can't really get out of the way. And then we're going to go ahead and cast the Mind Razor on him here. And boom, going to cast that. Go for it. Beast Slaver and Whiplash himself. So currently his weapon strength is 1100. So we'll see what kind of damage he can do. Should be able to really do quite well for himself. Let's pull the Hydra back. Okay, we're hitting the Rogue Idol. Let's get some spears in there to buffer. You guys can go here, and it looks like the pigs in the back have been dealt with. Yeah, Rakarth doing some huge damage for sure. Cool. Oh my god, and poor greenskins. They got ganked. Let's get the 2 Hydras to go feast. Man, that Rogue Idol's getting taken to Pound Town. Rakarth is up to about 800 value so far. Dark Shard's still shooting. Let's get the Rogue Idol down. Get the spears. Form ranks again. Alright, Grimgor is going to get feasted on by the Hydras. Oh god. Oh man, that's some damage right there. I could have used this actually, yeah. I should have. Alright, let's go get Grimgor. The Beastmaster's gaze is upon us. Alright, Dark Shards move up. Let's put him in group 4 for a little bit more efficient micro. And Rakarth can just kind of reset himself. Spears and spears. Move these bows over here and move these guys back here. Very good. So we should have breath attacks again. We can go ahead and just drop some onto the blobs. Yeah, so hit those Black Orcs. And you guys can go ahead and hit whatever's going on over here. Just shoot those guys. Grimgor, let's go ahead and dive him. That idol got punished pretty bad. We're going to save the other buffs for the Rakarth Alpha Strikes. Cool. Cool. Looks good. Did we get the breath attacks off? We did not. Okay. I did not hit her. I did not. Go farm Grimgor. Go farm him for points. And points, it was okay. A little bit of a limp one, to be honest. Let's move the Hydras up. We got a lot of archers to deal with, so we need to like press the High Elves while they're being attacked by the Bretonnians. Okay. Let's go ahead and form ranks up here. Move our army up. Move the Dark Shards up. Hydras, just do your thing. Let's go feast on these guys, I guess. Get those spears to deny that. Okay, Grimgor has fallen to Rakarth, which is cool. Now we can prepare another power combo, but we want to mitigate the archers before we dive in with Rakarth. Is that mage on a horse? No, it's on foot. Okay. We want large targets. Yep, nope. Not interested in what your archers are selling. That's for sure. Let's go ahead and push up. Get the Dark Shard line moving as well. Hydras can come over here. And the caster, we can just chill. Crows of Cain. Crows of Cain actually pretty good. We could fly over and maybe get some free points there. Alright, looks like some breath attack opportunities. Bretonia's coming. Get the Hydras here. We can do overcasted Mind Razor too. Shoot the princes. We need to form a spear wall though for sure. Let's go get them. Alright, let's go get involved here. Let's go have some fun. So we could breath attack into the questing knights here. If you stay still, we should be able to get some good value. And let's do it here as well. Yeah, nice little 2-for-1 there. That was good. That was a beaut. Alright, so this is the Fey Enchantress, or Alberic. Let's go after Alberic. We're going to go ahead and do this, and we'll do this. And then we're going to go ahead and Mind Razor again. Go on, go off. Here we go. See what kind of damage we can get here. Oh, Alberic got chunked! But so are we. It's probably not worth it. Okay, we need to pull back through our spears right now. Yeah, because I have no healing, right? So we need to make sure we have proper healing. Ah, God, Rakarth, come on, man. Get your shit together. Hopefully he gets away. Man, he got punished super hard there. That's pretty wild, huh? Hydras, let's pull you back. That was definitely a misplay. That whole engagement. Dark Shards form ranks. Crows of Cain. Just, I guess, yeah, we're just chilling here. Form ranks and rip some shots there. Okay, Rakarth did get away, but the Hydras are now a little bit compromised too. Can move over there. See if we can get the Hydras back. If I had the Beast Lord's Gaze, man, he did a bunch of damage to Alberic, but I think Alberic got a regrow too. Okay, let's move the archers here. We need to support this position and see if we can save our Hydras. If we could at least get one away. Yeah, like, he has no healing. It's like, big monster characters like that are so sketchy. So Bretonia's being, like, crossfired a little bit. We need to, like, pull our elements back and just get points wherever we can. We were definitely in a good position, but with Rakarth getting karate chops like that, you know, we're no longer... Okay, we can move over here. Come on, Rakarth, come back! Come back to us! How much value did he get? 2,900. Okay, so you know what? That's not bad. We'll keep him back here. Just use him for buffs. And you know what? I mean, how much ammo do we have? Move you. I'll move you. You guys back here. Chill of Santar has arrived. Good. Yeah, Harpies are getting some... Oh, okay. Those are Dragon Princes. No, thank you. We need to... The Bretonnians have a shit ton of stuff back there. They have, like, Battle Pilgrims, and... That other Hydra's just like, screw this. I'm done. I didn't sign up for this. Let's get some more Dark Shard positions. I don't want to shoot at freaking Spearmen, you know? And so it doesn't feel good. Rakarth is just gonna whiplash things in the distance. And I think we're out of breath attacks. I think we used them all. Got some good points for those. Alright, shoot those princes. Although we should probably help the elves, honestly. Although it looks like they're coming straight for us, so... Let's close that spear line. Yep, Dark Shard's getting a lot of points off them. Yep, that's really good. Just kind of keep following their movements. Hydra's back here. Rakarth is just hiding in the bushes. You're tearing me apart, Isha. Alright, that was nice. Yeah, those guys got crumped. Chill of Santar can go in. Probably tear him off. We need to go work against Bretonnia now, so let's get our Harpies back there. Bretonia's, although they are very low in points, so maybe it's not as much of a problem as I thought. Alright, cool, cool, and very good. So now what can we shoot? These are Spearmen. I'd like to shoot some of the Knights. We have some Battle Pilgrims coming through the choke here, so we can go ahead and get our Chill of Santar over there. Rakarth can come here. And what can we shoot here? I mean, some Questing Knights are certainly a good target. Those are Shadow Walkers. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty valuable for us. Who's over here? Some Greenskin Archers. Alright, we could just send some random spears to go fight them. Rakarth's coming. Dark Shard's ripping shots. Mind Racer does it help with base weapon damage. Yeah, I don't think it'll... We could Enfeebling Foe things. We'll save that. So the whole Rakarth buffing thing didn't work out super well. It's good. We got some Battle Pilgrims in there we can shoot, which is a solid target. We're up by a lot of points now. I think Rakarth might actually survive this, which is pretty hilarious. He's got like 100 HP, so not a whole lot he can do. If we could like get one more breath attack out of him, that'd be really nice. We'll just let his vigor kind of reset. Okay. We do this, and then we can actually use the Whip of Agony on these guys to lower him down a little bit. That'll be fun. Okay, they're not engaging here. It's fine. Cool. And then you. Okay, we got to go for it. Balls deep, baby. Let's go. Come on, Rakarth, get him. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the fourth quarter Rakarth I need. Okay, now we can go after them. Pull you back. Rakarth did his thing, man. He did it. Dark Shards, form ranks, stay disciplined. Chill of Santar's out of breath. Uh-oh, okay. This is... You guys see my Hydra over there? It's still trying to friggin' figure shit out. Let's see if he's microing the Paladin. If he's not, we could probably pop him real quick in the face. We'll test the waters. Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage. 22. Oh, Dark Shards hit so hard. They hit so hard. Okay, okay. My poor spears are being massacred by the pig people here. Do I have the gaze? Can it reach? Look at that. The Beast Lord's gaze keeps the spears fighting. Yeah, Rakarth pulling plays in the fourth quarter. Alright, Battle Pilgrims. Let's go ahead and get you guys. Celebroni can charge him as well. Look at that. The Beast Lord's gaze. He's like, even though I'm at 100 HP, I'm still watching. Gotta watch out. The Shadow Walkers could actually finish me off. Let's move those spears over there to fight them. Ooh, we got some Peasant Archers. Let's kill them. Clearly they want to get your boy Rakarth here, so we might as well just honestly cast something. We're gonna cast that, and then we'll just use Whiplash on him. Yeah, screw it. Actually, let's save it. Alright, so we got some buffs. Let's get the Hydra in there fighting. Dark Shards are moving into combat, so let's keep them back. You need to keep the Chill of Santar alive. Okay, that's cool. So Archers should be breaking. Let's go ahead and move the spears into them. Keep it going. Yeah, why the hell not, man? Let's move in. I don't know. Can Bretonnia get enough points to catch us is the question, even if they're able to defeat us. Wookiee says no. Okay, let's get you guys Enfeebling Foe. That's kind of desperation mode. These are Battle Pilgrims. Okay. Can we get a breath attack here? Yeah. Let's fly and like see if we can angle over here for a breath attack. The Hydra is going. Let's pull it back through our own forces. We need to make sure to get the good engagements. Alberic is nearby. Let's see if we can get the Whiplash off. We have to be pretty close. Ooh, leadership's fickle. Okay, we got the Whiplash. That's good. And we can actually get this too on Alberic, which will neuter... Oh, you can't use it on Lords and Heroes. That's right. All right, we're going for it, baby. Let's go. Oh, the Whiplash Hydra is wrecking Alberic. Come on, get him. Get him. Oh, Rakarth. Let's go. Finish him. You get the Paladin. Come on. What are you doing? Flying over him? Okay, at least he's landing now. That's good. Oh, Rakarth got him. Oh, baby. Let's go. 132 HP. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's the beast. Let's go ahead and have him gaze it himself to keep him fighting. Let's move in. Move in. Dude, Rakarth up to 3,500 value despite his early folly. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now nothing can stop the dreaded Chill of Santar. Oh, God. 117 HP. Enfeebling Foe on the Battle Pilgrims to give a better fight. Let's line up a breath attack if we can. Okay. This has been a good FFA. Shit. I might have to do this one separately here.
Moving. Dominating.
Breath attack on the hobos here. Probably might eat some arrows for this. Oh, okay. That was probably worth it. That was probably worth it. Let's see. Oh, Rakarth's down. Okay, he fought a valiant fight. A valiant fight indeed. Let's keep moving forward. Let's look around the map, see what else we got. What are these? Some Shadow Walkers over there? Okay. From the Great Phoenix King. Rakarth had a good run, for sure. But in the end, you know, someone had to pay the price, and it was him. I think that breath attack was good. Broke some Battle Pilgrims, got us some good points. Lambie going in like a hero. That's the bravest damsel in all of Bretonnia.
Battle ready. Understood.
Ooh, the Hydra with the heal. Oh, that's so nice. Chill of Santar at 3,000 value too. Rakarth got freaking owned though by in the beginning. Jeez. Okay, he's going after my caster. We should probably be careful. Forgot about Crows of Cain, of course. Crows of Cain can come back here. And the Hydra seems to be doing well. Let's go ahead and bounce around here. We can use the Enfeebling Foe. That will shut him down pretty good. Make their stats just absolute crap and should melt him. Man, pretty fun this game. Using the... One of our dogs is like parading around the house. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll cast this one separately. It was pretty fun. Rakarth needs some good justice. It was a true proper... I actually recorded a couple live Rakarth ladder battles the other day too that were pretty good. Alright, let's move there. So we got the Phoenix King and Lambie. Yeah, let's see the Sorceress. Obviously no value on her, she's just casting spells. Hydra's at 3,000 though. Get the full surround here if we can. Although what are they still fighting? Some spears? Yeah, looks like it. Crows of Cain are a pretty cool unit too. You guys hear Wookiees getting upset. He's like, you paying too much attention to your computer. Come pet me. Alright, so, yeah, and for anyone, yeah, you can always rewind on my streams. I have that feature, so you can rewind. Get back here. Going down there. Alright, Wookiee, I'll be there in a second. He's such a diva. Oh, yeah, Battle Pilgrims. How did they do this game? 432? Alright. Almost enough. I believe, yeah, Enfeebling Foe 6 wins magic. Fast forward. Someone's trying to pause for some reason. I'm not sure why. Yeah, no message there. Crows of Cain! Go chase down those peasants. Chill of Santar will eventually get through all the Battle Pilgrims. How's life been treating you guys, man? In some wild times, huh? Yeah, we gotta do our Rakarth campaign, too. Could always just do that right now, too. We could do the Rakarth campaign. Just go start a new stream. Something to consider. Yeah, I'm still on stream. We're going hard. How you doing? Lady Turin in the house.
You know how good it feels to just go and all around for 2,000 people. Here's one team.
I know, you're free now. You're free at last. Looks like Bretonnia is shattered. The dogs are stomping around in the backyard here. Let's go after those Battle Pilgrims. What's still left? Is there like a hero or a character hiding somewhere? There could be. Anna is wrangling the beasts. The dreaded Chill and GG, what a game. Hey, Phoenix King, that was a great one, man. You kind of got... Did you get sandwiched by Bertonia a little bit? I think so. Anna stomping angrily on the floor.
I'm just trying not to tumble over everything.
Oh, you're fine, darling. All right, guys. I'll save the autosave. Don't worry. I'll do that right now. 3,800 on your boy Rakarth, despite almost dying in the beginning. 35 another Hydra. Dark Shards. Wow, look at that. Dark Shards, 22, 22, 22. Damn, that's sexy. And for Alberic, 2,000. Pretty good for Alberic. Questing Knights all did pretty good. Respectable here for your boy Lambie. And for Phoenix King, this guy's a true hero. Wow. Oh my god, look at Phoenix King Shadow Walkers, dude. 16, 2,700 in 2,000. You almost never see them do good. Damn. Look at that. That's really, really impressive. And, you know, Dauntless Onslaught, man, GG, well played. It was a valiant effort, my friend. Definitely want to bring a caster, though, bud. Definitely want to bring a caster of some sort. Always. You know, always. All right, round 2. Why is... Oh, Professor Pone's already here. Okay. We'll do another Rakarth game. We'll go to the Lost Temple. Let me just save that replay real quick. Okay, replays, and then we have the autosave. Copy and a paste. That was a fun one. Rakarth FFA. He's going hard in the paint. Sad orc voices. Aw. So we got Tuk Tuk here. We got Prof P, who of course is going to come after me, I'm sure. He always loves to. The Wookiee blocker is up. The Shadow Walkers were what nuked Rakarth during that fight. Oh! I was going to say, I was like surprised I was taking so much damage. Yeah. Okay. So we got Skaven Greenskins. Skaven Greenskins and Lizardmen. Okay. Okay, so I'm setting up the kit right now. Alex, this is going to be a fun build. This one won't be as competitive, guys, but it should be fine. Should be fine nonetheless. I mean, against... Man, these are like not great against any of those things. You know, honestly, Lich 109, it's not even that strong. I've played with it. It's just whatever, unfortunately. I think there's another application of that that's quite good. Rakarth on his dragon is so fun, though. I think we got to do that. The censoring image is cursed, I know. Okay, I like the direction this is going. Such a weird ability. That one. That one there is. You know what I think will be nice with him is stopping Dread Knights from rampaging. If you're not going like true monster. Yeah, I think that could be something to consider. How fast are Hydras or Medusas? It wouldn't be a turn FFA if Pone didn't snipe you. I know he's like iconic. Okay, no one's like super quick here. So knowing that I'm probably going to get jumped after that last game, I'm going to try and be a little bit more dynamic here. Okay, that looks fine. Okay, that looks good. Can do the dreaded flaming sword of ruin. We have a pretty powerful build so far. Yeah, the Dread Knight thing is pretty cool. Can we see some lizard limos? I got something for you that's in the family. It's not quite the lizard limo. Dude, Ice Power, man, you missed a ton of great games. You missed a ton of great games today. We had some really strong groups. We had a 3-way tie in one of them. It was insane. All right. Let's see. What else do we want to do here? You guys want the Ravens Heralds? Oh my god. Ravens Heralds might be able to pay for themselves pretty easily in an FFA. Like when you're not like focused super hard. Okay, I need to cut some dough here. Really don't need that ability. That's pretty much next to useless here. And all right, looks fine. Yeah, this army's weird as hell. It's very, very strange. Could probably just get like one more good unit here. Screw it. All right, guys, let's party. This army is really, really weird, but maybe it'll work. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. K8 Assassin Doom stack. That'll be all right. Can we get basically? Why do I sound so British? I've never had anyone tell me that before. Yeah, we already did Marathi, I think. Yeah, Marathi. Dark Elves have actually done okay in the Legendary Lords tournament so far. This might be the last FFA, yeah. Then I'm going to take a break, get some food. And if my hands are feeling up to it, I might come back and stream my Rakarth campaign. Are you going to play 2 Lords and also pick up Rakarth? No, I'm going to let another Dark Elf player pick up Rakarth. I already advanced to the next round with Teclis in the tournament, so we're just going to... Ice Power, I'm going to make it my goal for the Ravens Herald to at least pay for themselves here. That's my goal. I know it's a lofty goal, but it's a goal nonetheless. It is a goal nonetheless. Yeah, Ice Power has been killing it lately, man. By the way, Ice, I'm going to have an ECL tomorrow. So if you're looking to play in some old tournament action, we'll have one. Because I think my son does his fresh recruits on Sunday, so I think that's a good day to do it for mine without interrupting his event. Wrist is doing okay. Yeah, it feels fine right now. Because if I'm not playing, the battles, then it's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, so we got Scourge Runners, we got Rakarth. Shit, I should have checked for lag before I started the game. Although, yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine here. Let's minimize and get rid of the blocker while we're chilling. I know the dreaded Pwn is probably going to Vanguard on me. There's a couple Dark Elf mains. Samurai Warrior, you like Dark Elves too, don't you? I think so. Scourge Runners with Rakarth, yeah. Well, the main reason I wanted to go Scourge Runners is because there's quite literally a Scourge Runner called the Ravagers of Rakarth. It's a Scourge Runner that's like his themed, so that's the whole point. Robin, no, we're not planning on moving out of here. We have another plan. I was explaining earlier in the stream how we might live in Poland during the summers and then come back here for the rest of the year. So, a little bit of lag. Hopefully it's not too bad. Seems okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. It'll be a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, not too bad. So we got Rakarth with his like Scourge Runner posse. You can see here. Rakarth is here with his whip, and he's got his Ravagers of Rakarth with him, which I think is quite cool. We have a huge Dread Knight blob, so if they rampage, we can have the Beast Lord look at him funny, and they'll hopefully stop rampaging. 3, and then these guys can be 4 here. Let's put some pressure. Yeah. All right, so we got... Who's over here? Greenskins, and then we have the Lizardmen over here. We'll just have to assess their armies. My Rakarth campaign is already happening. It's 1 episode's up on the channel. It's on Legendary difficulty. We're like halfway through it, yeah. We're halfway through it. 3 Dread Knights, man. That's what you guys are here for. Bones like, shut up. Yeah, so we got Chariots, we got some Burning Heads, we got Flaming Sword of Ruins to buff up our big, nasty blob. It'll be fun. What is his special ability? The Ravagers do poison damage, yeah. And then they have the Barbed Nets. So when something I think is near them, let's see. Around self affects enemies in range, missile resistance, and speed. So yeah, if something's like right on top of them, it slows them down. That's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if it makes them good, but it's something to consider. We're just going to go look for some points. I'm expecting a Vanguard from Pwn. Maybe an Eshin Vanguard on top of me. Although, I don't know. If he's screen sniping. Pwn, you better not be. You better not be, I swear. You guys know you love this build. Come on. Who are you kidding? It's your favorite. Alright, so, oh my god, it's Pigtonia. You know what? We can fight Pigtonia. I'm cool with that. We have, like, Burning Heads and, like, all sorts of shit, so. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, Pwn is back here with weapons teams. Yeah, so we just ignore Professor Pwn. Oh my god, he brought the double solar engine build, the one that I love to use. Okay, so it looks like we're fighting the Greenskins for now. So let's go. Dread Knights should trade pretty well with Orc Boar Boy Biggins. Especially if we get like a nice concave and just get that that burning head going and like soul stealer with this guy. Those are savage orc poor boy biggins, huh? Okay, that's cool. These orc war chariots. Ooh, nasty. All right, Scourge Hunters are on the way. We can actually kite them back a little bit. They're very slow, so let's just not give them an easy engagement. It's kind of occurred to me. I'm like, I have Scourge Hunters. Why am I doing this? Okay, Grom's coming for us. The Paunch. The Raven's Heralds will... You just watch Ice Power. They're going to pay for themselves. Part 1's up on the channel. Yeah, it should be uploaded now. You can see it. We have Burning Heads. Grom the Paunch is eating some shots, which is fine. I mean, we have to work on them eventually, right? So we'll force them back here into this, like, choke. Where their numbers count for nothing. Freaking Grom the Paunch is so annoying. Jesus. Look at him just hunting me down. What could I do to him? I could gaze at him. Although you can't even use the Whip of Agony on heroes, which sucks. Yeah, there's a barbecue incoming for sure. So there's a caster back here on his pig. We could try and snipe him, but I think honestly that's going fine. How have the Raven's Herald's done so far? Look at that, 251 value. Everyone was laughing at him and shit. Alright, so Harvesters are nearby. Grom's pulling back. We'll go here and set up shop. Raven's Heralds just keep blasting. We need to pull a flank denial. We want to give them as little surface area as we can to make our superior unit quality really shine. Alright, so that's fine. Grom's going to charge in. We can hit him with some Cold One Knights. These guys just kind of park in the back and keep shooting. Yeah, Grom's going to take some damage for sure. Then we can pull back. Prepare for another kind of little bit of fun. Can honestly go after the caster too at that point. Alright, looks good. Let's go after these pigs. The pigs, we can use Mark of Pain on them to lower their combat stats. Cool. So Dread Knight should do pretty well there. Rakarth can whiplash them too. Yeah, I should have done that before. It's okay. So we got the fight. Grom is there, unfortunately, which is a problem. He's going to do some work. Raven's Heralds just keep pulling you guys in. He's going for a very wide flank, which I think is a misplay. Because I can maneuver up and under here. And now that his forces... Oh, a Foot of Gork. Really sexy. Yeah, I can't escape that. I'm too slow. Yeah. Ooh, that was a beauty. We need to get a Soul Stealer in response. And, yeah, we can use Flaming Sword of Ruin here in a second. The Dread Knights have really, really high leadership, though. So hopefully they can do it. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go ahead and hit our dudes. Oh, no, they broke. Okay, that's too bad. All right, so let's get you going here, and then we can go ahead and do a Burning Head right down the pipe on those guys, which hopefully will finish them off. Rakarth can get in there, too. Dread Knights engaged, and then we can use Flaming Sword of Ruin. Hit pretty much everything here. Just keep going. Cool. Raven's Heralds are doing their thing. Let's pull our chariots down and under now. See what we can do. Rakarth is in here. I believe we can use this on any of these guys. I hate the lag when it lags like that. Okay, there we go. The Whip of Agony worked. Dread Knight's not trading as well as I thought they would. They're doing okay. I mean, we're doing good on points, but so is our opponent. So we'll just maneuver around right now and just, you know, worst case, even if we lose the cavalry fights, we still have our, you know, our Scourge Runners to just, you know, farm and get points with. So that's fine. Yeah. How are we doing against? Oh, that's the broken test mob. Okay, that's something. Just keep shooting them in the back here if we can. Go, my chariots, my beloved chariots. Save up for another Burning Head. Keep bumping and grinding. The broken test mob is wavering. Scourge Runner's getting good value. How are we doing on value on our knights? Yeah, not super good actually. Let's keep going. Burning Head in about 20 seconds. We can use the Beast Lord's Gaze, although I think we already used that. Yeah, that's too bad. All right, keep blasting. I don't know how Ponan is doing over there. No idea. Okay, we're going to lose some of these guys. Let's see if we can get them back, at least one unit. They might just rampage on us, and we don't have the Beast Lord's ability off cooldown right now, so... Go blast them pigs. We have a lot of Scourge Runner ammunition, too. We can leave the other group in there to fight, the Doomed unit. Rakarth's just kind of pulling back and pimping it. How are we doing here? Ooh, it looks like there's some Lizardmen coming for a rock shot, maybe? Okay, Burning Head. Do we overcast it? No, okay. I feel like the pig army is going to be moving, so let's just save our Winds of Magic right now. We are number 1 in points, but Pone's pulling up in a second pretty rapidly here. Cool, looks good. That Greenskin army is pretty beat up. So what we do now is we send in these Cold One Knights as a roadblock, and we Burning Head them. All right, let's go. Yeah, unfortunately, the lag is there's nothing we can do about it, so it's just the players' connections. All right, we have an overcasted Burning Head going into the pig army here. That should probably karate chop them. It'll hit our guys a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, that's good. So we could get rid of Rampage now, but there's not really any point. Oh, did the Ravens Heralds pay for themselves? Oh, look at that. 1,400 value. Who is doubting them? The glorious Ravens Heralds. All right, the pigs are breaking. Burning Head is really good. And yeah, the Greenskin army is looking pretty beat. The problem is like, I feel like Pwn is just dominating over here. Yeah, no, that was super one-sided. Holy shit, the Lizardmen just got pooped on. Oy, oy, oy. That's going to be tough. I don't think we can beat Pwn's army. We had a hard fight here, you know. Though we're ahead by quite a bit, it doesn't like feel that way, you know. We'll just keep ravaging the Rackhearth. We could charge in. I think we could just fly these guys over and use them to chase shit down right now. We're going to have to like chariot ram Grom the Paunch. Man, yeah, Pwn's army's so healthy. He's got his mortars and Jezzails and like... Who's his Lord Ikit Claw? Okay, yeah, there's no way. Unless the Greenskins and I team up on him, which I don't see happening. I don't see that happening yet. So chase here. Shoot you guys. We're gonna have to have like a chariot duel with Rackhearth. He's taking a bit of damage though, Grom the Punch. Alright, let's escort you guys off. Ravens Heralds can break these guys and then chase them and get some points from the broken pigs. Okay. Grom's getting low. I mean, we could always attack. Not really any point. Cool. They're broken off. Ravens Herald's got them. Yeah, see, Ice Power stands corrected. He knew. The Ravens Heralds are clearly the best thing on the roster. Look at that, 1,800 value. Yeah, the pigs are... We should probably be careful about not wasting our ammunition on the wrong targets. Although what we can do is we can go for like a big surround Alpha Strike. Looks like there's still some fighting going on over there. But man, oh my god, Pwn's getting so many points. Holy shit. That's crazy. We have a Flaming Sword. Okay. So what we do here is we soften him up with our remaining ammunition. And then we collapse Ikit stopping to Henowin. Yeah, the feels. It's very, very DLC appropriate too. Because Ikit is just like better than him in like every way, basically. So we'll charge a Scourge Runner in. And what we'll do is we'll Whiplash it. Can I do that? Can I Whiplash you? Yeah, there you go. Cool. Now we get a surround. We just go for the leadership break. And we break these pigs with the Whip of Agony. And they just go in on the flanks here and just do it. And yeah, this should be enough to break this army. We could use Beast Lord's Gaze if we need to. I'm saving wins for Pwn because it's my only chance. Yeah, Henowin's still going. Okay. Okay, there's still a Stegadon rampaging in his lines. If I can finish the Greenskins quick here, get some points. I need to get every ounce of points I can. Okay, that won't do too much. It's just like a little headbutt or something. All right. So let's eliminate the Greenskins here, if we can. Go chase that Orc Boar Chariot. You chase Grom. You guys all chase the caster. All right, looking good. Looking good. So we're back on track, my friends. We're back on track. Now it's time to chase down the old Orc Boar Chariot over there. Yeah, there you go. Well, Scourge Hunters. Scourge Hunters are such a good unit. How much do they cost? 1,500 on that one. 13 on that bad boy. 1,500 there. Okay, pretty good across the board, to be honest. Go chase this stuff off. We should be able to get the Grom kill. He's at negative 33. If we just shatter him too, that's fine. I just don't want him coming back and ramming me later. Okay, Burning Heads will be useful against Skaven too. How's ammunition? Yeah, I need the Lizardmen to like eat all of their ammo so I can just come in and feast on this Skaven army. So they can't shoot back at me. Alright, he's shattered. No point chasing him now. Now we just head off this Orc Shaman. Yeah, looks good. Looks good, my friends. Rackhearth is a vegetarian. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. Man, this, you know, big props to your boy Badok over here. He's, despite, you know, fighting a hard fight, he's still going in the fourth quarter. He's not giving up. Big shout out to you, man. Big shout out to you. Really, let's move in on that Orc Shaman. We're 1 per 15. We could potentially save up a pretty substantial amount of Winds of Magic. Ravens Heralds are farming those Orc Boar boys. Grom the Paunch is shattered. Is there something hiding in the trees that's back? Okay, yeah, now we got that off too. Okay, that's shattered too. Very good. I just don't want any backstabbing, especially from the caster. if that caster comes back and I'm like fighting the Skaven, then he could come and like his foot of Gork on me in the early stages of this FFA was pretty erect. Yeah. How are we doing here? Man, this guy still isn't dead. Jeez, he's being like swarmed by like. Okay, they're shattered, which is good. So let's send the Ravens Heralds down here. Go troll the Rattling Gunners or something. We'll hide them in the bushes over there. Okay, we need to kill this character. I don't know where the lag's. I wish I could tell where the lag was coming from. Hey Raptor, how's it going? We already casted your games, man. Yeah, that was like 2 hours ago.
Death and despair.
Well, we'll save Whiplash. Yep. Okay, shattered. Very good.
Kill everything.
Oh, look, Lizard Moses is coming. Oh no, that's a red crested King Chief. Oh, that's points for me. All right, I'll take that. If you're eliminated, please jump out. Cool. See if the lag subsides now. All right, so let's move. What do we have? An Ancient Salamander. We have a Red Coasted Skink Chief. Maybe I team up with him? Yeah, maybe we team up with him. We team up with Badok here. Hopefully it doesn't mean something bad. Yeah, Raptor, it was fun. Your memes were quite well received, I can assure you. Burning Head down the line here would be really nice. You know, honestly, this Skaven army is looking pretty beat. Maybe we'll be able to work something with the Lizardmen's assistance. They probably hold a grudge against the dreaded Skaven, so... Okay, let's see if that helps with the lag. Oh, still a little bit. So it's probably, I don't know, I doubt it's Pwn. We played together a lot, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. The Lizardmen are forging an alliance. Yes, so the last alliance has been forged once again. Rakarth leading the charge of his chariots. Shouldn't be too hard to get through the Skaven lines, especially with the Lizardmen collapsing here. So we'll just go right down the front. We don't need to mess around. Although going down the flank here would be the better play. I'm just kind of impatient. These are just Clan Rat Spears? Yeah, that's fine. They'll break in, like, on impact. Mortars aren't good against any of my forces, so if he shoots me with them, no biggie. Yeah, Thorgrim's coming. Thorgrim's coming. Alright, let's go get those Rattling Gunners down. Chariots are going deep. The last alliance is formed against the Skaven. Oh, is this Exploding Hamster? Is it? I don't think so. I don't think he's in this game. We don't care if your spears are braced. We come for blood. Alright, looks good. Rakarth getting in there. Let's go. Just push back. There's only a couple Rattling Gunners, so it should be okay. He's getting a shit ton of damage considering it's only a couple, though. Man. And the Jezzails. Okay, we better start juking now. This is actually pretty nasty. Alright, let's go. Get into the Jezzail lines. We got a Burning Head on those guys. Our caster can go hide in the trees. Okay, it looks like he used a Howling Warp Gale on me. That's interesting. Okay, let's get the chariots over here. Rakarth can come in and use the Whiplash on himself. Very good. Ravens Heralds we can pull back. Caster we can get in the trees, hopefully. We need to get that other Jezzail. Hone's got all these like hidden rats everywhere that are just like ambushing me. Oh shit, did Rakarth just give Ikit the business? Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah, that's nice. Trees for you. Ravens Heralds, pull back. Oh god, not the dreaded Rattling Gunners. Alright, so we need to use Beast Lord's Gaze to make sure they don't freaking break. They can actually get in there and finish the job. I'm gonna have to win on last man standing. Yeah, that's what it's gonna have to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack Ikit, make sure he gets escorted off. Escorting them off. And then we can get the Heralds plus them and go after the Dwarf Thing Menace. The Chariots are getting some work in. Yeah, we're back. We'll have more regular streams now. Sorry, it was all AFK there for a while, guys. The move was rough. Go ahead and do this. The Whip of Agony to lower its melee defense. Should work. Oh, wait. Doom players don't count as large? Since when? I can't use this on the... because it says entity size must be large, but they are large. That's stupid. That must be an actual bug. Unless I'm just missing something. Alright, Ravens Heralds, go over here. Shut these guys down. This one goes for Sotek. It's getting in flavor here.
Rakar takes charge.
Yeah. All right.
Death is coming. Servant of Rakar.
Looks like they're shut down. The Dwarfling Menace is offline. So now we have to go settle the score with the Lizardmen while we chase off Pwn stuff.
Slash.
Get some points from those bad boys. The Ravagers of Rakarth, what is their melee prowess? You know, they actually apply the slow, which is kind of cool.
Forward.
So we can attack the Ancient Salamander, and we can go ahead and do this. So the Whip of Agony should work on you. Yeah, let's do that, and then surround that bad boy. It's rampaging, just all pissed. Flaming Sword of Ruin. Can we get there? Cool, get the caster coming, and we just have to make sure not like some silly Giselle doesn't like shoot us from the No, Raptor, we're in our old place. We had to move back. There was just like a whole fiasco. It was just horrible. Oh, just end me, bro.
The goddess agrees.
Alright,
Moving
let's
forward.
go ahead and attack that Ancient Salamander. Make sure it doesn't come back, and now Rakarth, how much value did he get this game? 2,400, not bad from his little chariot. I think that's it. Oh, no, there's some stuff. There's the It Could Zap team coming back. This guy's broken. The mortars are shooting at us also.
Total annihilation.
Yeah, and looks like the Raven's Herald's. Raven's Herald's closing out with 2,100 value. Yeah, Pwn did good. He got 2v1 there at the end. But it had to be done. You know, it had to be done. The last alliance had to be forged. It's part of FFA. Let's do that just to try and break them. It's not actually going to do much damage. Yeah, that might just... The burnt effect might just trigger their leadership loss. Let's see. No, I'm still at 2, actually. And Rakarth can go finish that little skink.
Death and despair.
Whip it real good. Whiplash on them. Gives them a nice charge bonus. Who do I think the next DLC will be? I have no idea. I mean, Beastmen and someone, right?
Chariot.
Alright, who would the Beastmen... Yeah, I don't know. You always think of Beastmen fighting old world factions, but... I mean, I guess they end up in, you know, Lustria and places like that too, so... Let's give the Beast Lords gaze. Can I gaze at this guy? No, I can't gaze at him. Alright, so now it's Pwn. With his Shattered Chariot. Okay, it seems like the lag might be subsiding now. Yeah, a little bit less laggy. Still a little bit, though. Very strange. Oxyotl versus Tarox? I'd be down for that. Lizardmen need some good DLC units. Pwn yelling no. It was a valiant fight, dude. It was a valiant fight.
Chariot.
Scourge Runners are so freaking good in FFA. The World Championship's going well. I'll be casting the Grand Finals for that. And yeah, I'm going to start casting some replays. I'm going to actually go after this stream. And probably, I'll do my Rakarth campaign stream tomorrow. Or actually, ECL's tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll do it tonight. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So we're going. We got to get this freaking thing. There's so much stuff I want to do, man.
Survivors.
Only so many hours in the day. The Beast Lord's gaze.
Sorceress of Rome.
When he looks at you like this. Yeah. You got to find someone who looks at you like Rakarth looks at his monsters. There's a meme for you guys. Yeah, Rakarth is a free elf C. I like that. Yeah, Robert, that makes sense.
Sorceress of bronze. Onward.
The dogs are hunting you. The dogs are hunting Lady Turin. There's no escape. It's like the Mines of Moria.
By Drakira.
Yeah, when you see the light at the end of the tunnel.
And it's the dogs.
No, it's a fucking light reflection in Wookiee's eye.
Yeah. He's coming for you.
No, I said
Sorry about the noise, guy.
Chariot. End them.
Wookiee is stalking Lady Turin. Oh, hi, Beastman. I think this is Pwn's last unit. Ravagers of Rakarth have kind of a cool scheme, like that teal with the purple. I guess it's little, looks like laser tag, like the scheme you would see in like a laser tag arena back in the 90s.
Sorceress of bronze.
All right,
We are
Beastmen DLC so close to Warhammer for 3. Yeah, I think like they know the Beastmen aren't popular, so they probably would want to focus on like the actual new stuff instead of like updating Beastmen. Rakarth is fun. He's fun. I wouldn't call him great. I'd say he's like a C tier lord, you know, like in the C caliber. But you know, he's got his stuff. 26, 21, 21, 19. My cavalry didn't do very good, honestly. Basic Coldman Knights probably would have done the trick. Yeah, but the Raven's Heralds did good too. Ikit 17 mortars, great. Rattling Gunner's awesome. Yeah, like he had a good army because his opponent went very elite, right? So he had a lot of weapons teams to like shoot the big guys. And Tuk Tuk, man, a true hero. He went balls deep with just a pig rush, and he almost ran me over. Actually, his Foot of Gork almost like ended my whole army. Yeah, it was some wild shit. All right, guys. That is going to be it for today. I'll be back streaming ECL tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys all for your support today, man. I can't thank you enough. It's seriously insane how generous you guys are, and I really, again, if you're going to donate, please don't do it if you're like financially strapped. It's I know these are hard times, but thank you guys so much, man. Crazy shit. Tomorrow, I'm going to set up the ECL sign up. So for anyone who wants to play in the ECL, that'll be going down tomorrow. And yeah, I hope to see you guys there. That will be quite a bit of fun. We all know C tier and below are the best lords for fun for sure. It's like Malice. He's better than Malice. He's better than Malice for sure. Yeah, 100%. So big thanks to Simon Benjamin for the Fat 150, Kevin Robinson, Urs von Canel, Anime Sucks, Plague of Lust, Presser Sleepy Time, Lord Sherm, Andrew for becoming a new member, Hamza, Aaron Larmore with the Fat 100. Thank you, man. Dude, life-changing. Travis Meyer, Andrew, Kelcock, I believe. Yeah, for the 100. iPhone Kyle, David Berber, Glassy, Praetorian Phoenix with the Fat 300. Dude, Phoenix, man. Thank you so much. Kamul, thank you, guys. Huge, crazy donations today. Huge, huge, huge. Which means more prize pools for my tourneys, which is going to be good. Which is good. Faint praise. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of anime either. I never have been. Although, I have to admit, I did enjoy Dragon Ball Z as a kid a lot. Yeah. I did enjoy it quite a bit. The Skaven player cleaned my solar engines, stacked it on like they were jelly. Oh, no. Yeah, Raptor, don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow. So, yeah. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate your support. You've been helping me get through these hard times, and we'll be back with some good stuff. Setting up the ECL now, and we'll be going live tomorrow. Probably around between noon and 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is going to be when the stream will start. So stay tuned for that. It'll start in the morning at like 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. The event itself. The players will start playing, but we only stream the top 4. So that is when we get to, that'll be like noon, between noon and 2 p.m. Yeah. Noon and 2 p.m., give or take. Yeah. We'll see, guys. We will see. DB, I like Dragon Ball Z. What other ones have I seen? Okay, so yeah, I love the Dragon Ball Z stuff. When I grew up, when I was a little kid, I used to go to Blockbuster in the 90s in like 1996 or 7. I can't remember. I must have been like 8 or 9 years old. And there was an animated series I used to watch, which was called Records of the Lotus War or something like that. Which I enjoyed a lot. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of like themed one. And then there was one I used to watch at my friend's house called The Fist of the North Star, which like we were like little kids and that shit was graphic. Like, I don't know how we got away with watching that. I guess his parents were just never there. So we watched that. I enjoyed those ones. That's where the Omae wa shinderu. That's where that's from. Yeah. So just to close things out, there's my thoughts. Modern ones, I haven't really watched any modern ones. I watched a couple episodes of Attack on Titan, I think is what it's called. I enjoyed that. That was fun. But aside from that, yeah, I haven't really gotten into the genre. So anyways, guys, that's that. You guys are aces, man. Stay safe. Avoid Nurgle's Plague. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks again, everyone, for just hanging out and for the huge donations and Saint stuff. And appreciate you guys. Cheers, my friends.